Hey, Cooch, you want cheese on this, man?
Perfect.
Another perfect day.
And I made this block, bam, perfect.
Perfect.
So, guys, I'm the QB.
No, you're the kicker, remember? Mr. Morris, it's me. A gift from the New York Giants. Enjoy it for one more year. Perfect.
Alright.
We're in the winning business. If you ain't winning, you ain't got no damn business in here. Woo! One love, baby. Yeah!
What's going, y'all? It is Pizzle. And I got that 2-0 feeling today. I got that 2-0 feeling tonight. Let me start this victory stream, and I'm going to share the link for anybody that wants to come on and chat tonight. Let me start off and say that in my post-game video, I forgot to give Graham Gano his flowers. Sometimes you make the post-game videos and you just get so much emotions in them that you forget to say things, and you just do the video, and you thought you said them, and then you watch them back, and then you realize you didn't say shit. So I need to give Graham Gano his flowers. But the thing is I've done that in the past, and I've jokingly said that he's our best player on the team at times, and boy, he was big today. The Daniel Jones thing is really is kind of getting at me a little bit, because a lot of Daniel Jones naysayers said that all this dude needed to do was win games, and that they would get off his case. But he's winning games, and there's still a narrative that we need to replace the quarterback. And then, for that, I just can't live with that, because when I look at who his receivers are, and I realize that Kenny Golladay and Tony really isn't contributing, I just don't think it's fair to judge him the way that he's being judged or being asked to be judged. So the reality of Shepard, Seals, and James, those three, what if you stack those up against what the league is, where would they rank as far as receiving core? You know what I'm saying? That's his three to work with. And look, I appreciate what Seals, Seals has stepped up his game. I appreciate Sterling Shepard. I don't know how long he's going to last. And I appreciate Richie James. Like, this dude just came in and been a lightning bolt for the Giants. I mean, he's really stepped his game up. But the reality is those three, like, that's what Jones has got to work with. And obviously we saw Bellinger step up and make or get a touchdown today. So kudos to him to get his first. But that obviously is, that added something to the passing game today. But it's just not right what some of these geeks are. It's just, I think somebody said to me this on Twitter, and I think it's true. It's just low hanging fruit at this point. It just really is. But good game. I forgot also to tell Panther fans, good game. I forgot to do that. I got no hate for the Panthers organization or their team or their fans or anything like that. So good luck to them guys, and I will share the link now if anybody wants to pop on, chat it up with Pizzle. I need to. There it is right there. Let me put that right there. Okay, good. All right, yeah. So that's really just, there's a couple things I forgot to say in my post-game video, and obviously my post-game video was very loud and just excited, man. I mean, I just can't say it enough how excited I am about the Giants being 2-0. It's been a long time since they've been 2-0. And I just fired up about it. So let's get it started tonight. We've got our buddy Bradley Jones.
Yo, how about them Giants, baby?
How about them Giants, Bradley?
Hey, I'm not gonna count our chickens before they hatch, but I'm feeling great right now. I'm loving what I'm saying, man.
I mean, I'm loving what I'm seeing too. We're getting wins. That's all that matters.
Hey, as Al Davis would say, just win, baby, just win.
What was your favorite part of the game today?
Well, I mean, I was loving seeing the defense step up when it mattered, and loving seeing Daniel Jones getting some more time in the pocket, be able to get those passes out. But huge shout out, Graham Gano, getting those long field goals when we needed them.
Yeah.
Give this man a golden trophy of a foot kicking a ball. Come on.
Absolutely. No, he's
right.
A beast, man. And like, it's just great to. I mean, obviously, you'd rather have the Giants score touchdowns, but when we got to have those big kicks, he's making those big kicks when it really matters, and in clutch situations too.
Absolutely, Nate. In clutch situations, and especially our punter this year, heading the opponent deep. He's got a cannon for a leg.
Well, that's another thing I forgot to say in my postgame is our special teams play has been really good this year so far.
Absolutely, they've been a whole lot better than they've been in a long time. Hey, I mean, yes, we did get a lot of field goals. I'm sure a lot of people were wanting more touchdowns, but hey, at the end of the day, a win's a win.
That's right, Bradley. It's good to see you,
yes,
man.
Sir.
It's good to see you.
So I saw in your post game thing, you were saying that little baby doll and baby doll were having a family emergency. Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's gonna be all right. Just a little something popped up, but they'll be. I'll have them. They'll be back this week, and we'll be making a lot of content with it being Cowboys Hate Week.
Oh,
it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I think Giant fans should be super excited to play the Cowboys. And plus Monday Night Football, like this is great. So it's going to be great.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate you asking, man. Everything's going to be all right.
Yeah. And I don't know what's going on with Golladay and Tony, but hopefully they can figure out what's going on and be able to hopefully make an impact next week. And hopefully Leonard Williams' knee injury isn't as serious as it looked.
Yeah, I'm holding out hope for Leonard Williams. The Tony and Golladay thing is becoming to the point where I just think that just is what it is. I don't know how that's going to get any better. I think that Golladay, maybe he's lost some favor with the coaching staff, and maybe. And Tony, I don't know what the deal is with Tony. Some people want to tell me that he's hurt, but I don't believe that. I mean, you see him when he does get on the field, he's moving fine. So
I don't know what's going on.
I think honestly, I'm not really a conspiracy theorist, but I think that the whole hamstring thing that happened like early or late last week, I think that's all a cover up, man. I really do. I think there's a bigger, deeper issue here, and we're just not getting all the details.
Hopefully they can figure out what's going on and hopefully make some plays on the field, and we'll be able to see them back to their golden day playing status again.
I hope so too, Bradley. I appreciate it, my man.
Hey, no better Sunday than a victory Sunday. V for victory, baby. Peace out.
That's right. Thanks, Bradley. Love getting to talk to my boy Bradley Jones. We'll get to King Man the Third. What's up, man?
What's up, Pizzle? How you been?
I'm good, man.
Oh man, what about that 2-0 start this year?
I mean, what can you say about it?
It's a good dub, ain't it? It's a good dub.
Oh, it's a great feeling. I mean, it's like I'm always a Giants fan that I want to see them no matter what the record is. I just want to see them play. I want to see them do well. But let's be honest, the last few years, it's like we have to be excited about a team that has a losing record or like, they're 0-2 and they got to have this one or, it's all, but now it's like we're 2-0 and like, it just feels like the stress is just a little bit off. It's
Yeah,
like just exciting to see
exactly.
them have a winning record, and it's just
Our defense is doing really good too this year.
the defense I think is playing really good. I mean,
Hmm
I think out of the two units between the offense and defense, I think the defense has played better of the two.
Yes.
I really felt like with Martindale's system that it was going to be a group that was going to be exciting to watch and fun to watch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they are fun. Like, I mean, it's like random times you see Xavier McKinney come off the edge to blitz, or Darnay Holmes, and it's just
Our love.
It's just like, man, yeah, or love. Like they're just coming, they're just bringing heat, and it's just fun. And then you see guys that you wouldn't expect to succeed are succeeding, and I mean, I'm obviously if we get our pass rushers, if we ever get our pass rushers, it may be even more fun. But still holding out hope for that. But it's just a lot of fun to watch this team, man. Like,
yes, it is.
I don't know how anybody could watch these games and then have a negative attitude about anything. I mean, was today like the first game or today's game? I don't think either one of them were perfect or pretty. They're ugly wins, but
Especially
they're
on
still
offense.
wins. Yeah, but they're still wins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's. I mean, you're going to win some and you lose some, and let's be honest. The last 5 years, the Giants have lost games like today.
Yep.
Just like last week. I mean, the old Giants would be 0-2 right now. And they're not. They're 2-0. And I wish that people would understand, like, it's a young team, brand new coach and staff. There's a lot to still be learned, and they're 2-0.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about the wide receiver situation and how everything's playing out?
I think it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
I think it's terrible because, like, and here's the thing. You're going to get me riled up. But this is the thing. This is how I feel, okay? And I'm not telling anybody how to feel about this, but, like, you can criticize Daniel Jones all you want to. And you can tell me it's year 4, he should be doing this, he should be doing that. But the reality is his number one receiver right now is basically Richie James.
Yeah.
I mean, that's his number. I mean, that's his go-to guy in key situations. I know Sterling Shepard might be the better player, but in key situations, he's went to Richie James.
He stepped up the past 2 weeks. James has.
The past 2 weeks. Yeah. James has stepped up in a big way the last 2 weeks. And so, to me, it's crazy to me that anybody could even critique Jones right now, considering who the hell his receivers are.
Right.
Kenny Golladay, yes. Richie, yes, to Nash. I know that's my buddy. Richie James went to a school here in Tennessee. He went to MTSU, and I think he set a receiving record there or something like that. But anyways, neither here nor there. His receiving core right now is Richie James, Seals, who just finally really made this team. I know he's been on this team before, but he really just now made this team,
right?
And is making an impact. And Sterling Shepard, so who he hasn't had, who he's obviously worked with a couple years, but like Shepard's been in and out. So the fact is, he has nobody really at receiver. And
you think they should activate Darius Slayton?
They did, but he didn't play today.
Oh,
I mean, that's my guy. I was looking for.
I'm big hype on him too.
I mean, I guess it's time that I need to give up Darius Slayton, but it's like, I don't know, like, this is what bothers me about the young generation of Giant fans. You love Kayvon, obviously the new draft pick, but he's not on the field.
Right.
You love Tony.
He's not on the field.
You tell me how great Tony is, right? Tony's always so electric. Tony's so special. Not on the fucking field. You tell me that you want a number one receiver and you get Kenny Golladay. Not on the field hardly at all today. I mean, what are you talking about? I don't care. I can tell you that I have the baddest sports car in the world, but if the bitch just stays in the garage and I never drive it, do I really own the sports car?
Right.
I mean, this is what I don't understand how people can't use common sense and support a
Exactly.
guy who actually is on the field. That guy's
Yeah.
actually on the field producing. You can't win a game sitting on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm. Right. You think they should experiment with, like, have a Sterling Shepard?
I think they are experimenting.
Yeah.
I think they're throwing James out there, who was supposed to be just a special teamer for us. They're throwing Seals out there. Like, they're trying new shit. I mean, they are. Like, they're not just throwing Kenny Golladay out there or Kadarius Tony out there and saying, yeah, y'all just do it. No, it's like, I don't understand. They're failing you, the fan.
Right.
Kenny Golladay and Kadarius Tony are letting you, the fan, down.
Right.
Because they're not doing their job and they're not getting on the field. Yet they get unlimited support.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy out there taking all the hits and all the punches and all this and that, you're going to criticize that guy?
Right. Right. And I think Daniel Jones is doing pretty good this year, besides that one interception in that Tennessee game. But, I think he got back the next drive in week 1 and scored a touchdown.
Look. I'm just getting frustrated, man. Like, honestly, just with the fan base, because it's like today, again, I'm not saying Daniel Jones was special. I'm not saying the offense was special. Absolutely. I'm frustrated when we get 2 drives deep into Carolina territory and we only come out with 6 points. I'm frustrated too. But the reality is we're a work in progress with guys on the field who are just been on the field together. Seals, Richie James, for example, these guys, they've only been on the field now with Daniel Jones for basically 8 quarters of real football.
Right. Exactly.
That's just reality. Like, it's, they're going to figure this thing out together, because clearly the other guys who everybody said was great, they're not going to figure it out.
No.
I don't. So, yeah, I mean, if Kenny Golladay and Kadarius Tony could just get their shit together, it'd be great.
Yes.
It would be
I think
great.
the offensive line has improved too.
Well, the offensive line still, like, Evan Neal got beat a couple times today.
Yeah.
Our guard play hasn't been, exceptional. I think Andrew Thomas has been really good. But, I mean, you can be negative about it, but I'm kind of with you. Like, I feel like there's been more positivity to it.
Yes.
The offensive line poor play isn't affecting the game so bad.
Right.
There's a lot better. Nick, Wan'Dale Robinson didn't play today. He was out. He was inactive because of the injury last week. And, like, I want to like him, but, like, that's just another thing. Reality, like, you're hurt, you can't play, you can't contribute. So,
yes, I hope that Robinson gets in and becomes a good slot receiver. And I live in Kentucky, so I watched him play in Kentucky, and he done really good. Yeah,
I watched him play in Kentucky a lot, and I'm positive about him. I mean, I am. I'm just saying, the man's hurt, and he got hurt last week, and, like, maybe he'll be injury prone. We don't know yet. He wasn't really he wasn't injury prone at Kentucky, so
no.
I'm optimistic about it, but I mean, we'll see, man. I think it's I think today's a positive thing. The fact they were able to get an ugly win is a good thing.
Yes, I'm glad to be 2-0. 60-minute Pizzle. 60 minutes.
That's
hey,
right.
I just want to say, in case I don't get to see you ever again on the stream, hopefully I will, that I want to appreciate your channel, what you all have done. I know you said this is going to be your last year doing this. I just want to say thank you as a fan.
I appreciate that, King.
But I appreciate you, man.
And God bless the people of the state of Kentucky. I love my Kentuckians. Okay. So, but anyways, thank you, King, man. I appreciate the support, man, and I appreciate you coming on tonight.
Go Big Blue.
Go Big Blue. King Man the Third. I always like getting talk to him. I'm sure my next guest will be interesting. We'll go ahead and have at it. Joe Got Locks. What's up, my man?
Bro, y'all garbage. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, shut the hell up,
bro. You guys got a lucky ass.
I don't even know what team you support. Is it the Colts or the Eagles?
Doesn't matter what team I support.
Or is it the Commanders now?
The Commanders, Carson Wentz all day.
So you
Ride
went
and
from
die
an
with my
hold
man,
on. You went
Carson
from an
Wentz.
hold on. You went from
Eagles to
Eagles.
Colts to Washington. Yep, you already know.
So you're a Commanders fan now.
Absolutely, bro. I'm about to order that Wentz jersey, number 11, the burgundy and gold. You already know.
I don't even know what to say to you.
Who do y'all play next?
The Dallas fucking Cowboys on Monday Night Football, Joe.
Honestly, the Cowboys don't look too bad, bro. They won with Cooper Rush today.
First of all, don't say that bro shit, okay? You're not cool enough to say bro, okay? You would get stuffed in a locker with a wedgie up your ass. That's facts, okay?
So what should I call you then? Piz?
Just, don't be say yeah. Just call me Pizzle. Don't be talking that bro shit.
All right, Piz.
You got anything else to contribute to tonight's stream?
Yeah, I believe that the Detroit Lions could beat the New York Giants right now.
It's fascinating. I've never in my life heard someone be an Eagles fan than a Commanders fan. That's new.
Well, that's the beauty of football, isn't it?
That is the beauty of football. I don't know really what to say to that, man. All right, we're moving on to Mets 21-28. What's up, my man?
Oh, hey, Pizzle. What's up?
What's up? How about them Mets?
Hanging on by a thread at this point with their division lead. But that said, I called the game on my own channel this afternoon between Carolina and New York. And I'm going to be blunt. There are times where Danny Dimes comes off like Danny Dumbass when he holds on to the ball too long, either forgets to get rid of it, then it gets stuck, or just tries to make a beeline and gets blocked. Know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
I mean, there were quite a few times in the game where I'm screaming at Danny to just get rid of the ball. There are times where Jones is holding on to the ball for too long when the pocket's collapsing around him, and he has to either make a break for it or take the sack. And more often than not, he's taking the sack instead of just getting rid of the ball when the pocket collapses around him.
Okay.
And it's at those points I'm screaming, and Danny Dimes, more like Danny Dumbass. Because once the line collapses around you, your option is to get rid of that ball regardless of where it goes.
But don't you feel like he left the pocket multiple times today and did some good stuff with it?
Yes, but most of the times it was when he had to make a break for it when he had the best chance. And let's be blunt, in terms of the running game today, it was a step back because, I mean, we were facing a team that last year, despite how much shit it went through, and believe me, I know I live in the Carolinas.
You got me a little confused right now.
I live in the Carolinas, but I'm just saying that running game for the Giants today was a step back because they were facing a team that was essentially...
Okay, but that's the thing. That's the thing, Mets. Okay, so you said that running game's a step back, right? Which you are correct. The Giants literally abandoned the running game basically in the second half because it wasn't working, correct? That's what you just said.
Yeah.
And who did they rely on to go out there and win this damn game today?
Jones.
Okay, so then what are we talking about?
It was most...
They bailed on the running game. They said, we've had enough. And then they called Edwin Diaz from the bullpen, which was a.k.a. Daniel Jones. They played the trumpet, and he went out there and delivered and saved the day. Did he or did he not?
Yes, but it came down to Gano's foot.
Well, okay, well, that's part of it. Here's the thing. You can say Graham Gano basically won the game. Okay, well, somebody had to get Graham Gano in that position. Somebody had to get him in that position. He didn't just they didn't magically move the ball there, Mets. They didn't magically move it there. Somebody carried the rock to that point and said, Grammy, go out there and knock it through. Take it to the hoop. And what did he do? He put it right through the hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Give Danny a little bit of credit here.
I give him credit. The problem is, I'm not sure if he deserves as much, if it's going to go to his head. I mean, was he the hero of today's game? Yes. But
no, I don't even know if he was the hero of today's game. I'm not even saying that. I think maybe Graham Gano, if you want to put a hero, maybe it's him, or maybe it's the defense. What I'm saying is Jones did okay. What about that? What about they play the end of the game where he's scrambling around? He's got no option. He finds a lane. He runs for the first down and wins the ball game. I mean, that's what big time players do, is it not?
Yes.
I'm not saying that you can't be critical of Daniel Jones. I'm not saying he played a perfect game. But look, who the hell's he throwing to, Mets? Who the hell's he throwing to? Who's his options?
I don't know. But in the cases where he had options and basically just got stuffed, that's where he played it too dumb, is what I was trying to get.
But he didn't throw any interceptions today.
I know. And I know he didn't fumble it.
He didn't fumble the ball today. You're being too hard on him, Mets 21-28. You're being too hard on him.
Well, someone's got to be. I mean.
Oh, no. There's a lot of people that are hard on him. You don't have to be.
And then first two Panthers possessions, missed opportunities to just pound it into the end zone. Am I right?
Say that again.
First two possessions, missed opportunities to pound into the red zone.
Yes, I agree with you on that. Yes, the Giants, at least in one of those situations, probably should have scored a touchdown. At least one. I agree with you on that. We shouldn't be 6-0 to start the game when the Panthers give us 2 early fumbles. I agree with you on that. But I don't blame all of that on Daniel. There might be some play calling. You could argue that the players didn't make the plays. I mean,
you blame the line collapsing on him on occasion.
You could say multiple different things. I'm not going to put it on one player for the reason why we didn't get in the end zone in that situation.
True. I mean, but that said, I cannot take any of these games that give me a heart attack, especially since I've just celebrated my birthday this weekend.
How old did you turn?
35.
35. And do you feel that 35 has never looked as good as what it looks on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though personally, I'm wearing a 10 right now.
Oh. Okay. Well, happy late birthday, Mets 21-28. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you coming on and saying hello.
You're welcome.
Mets 21-28. Hopefully his Mets hang on. I don't know if they will or if they will or they won't. Let's bring in a Yankees fan here. What is that? Little Yankee King?
Li. It's
Li.
Hard.
I figured it was Li, but little. Maybe you shortened it up there. What's up, Yankee King? How you doing, buddy?
I wanted to talk about Jones because I gave you and Fisk a shout out on Twitter. I don't know if you guys seen that.
You did. I see everything.
I said you guys were talking up the team while everybody was like, including me. This is a rebuilding year. Jones is probably done at the deadline. Williams is probably gone at the deadline. Tony's probably gone at the deadline. To be honest, Tony's gone now. Golladay's probably gone at the deadline. Nobody gonna want him. But I was like, okay, it's a rebuilding year. See what happens. Daniel Jones is like, everybody else, shut up.
Talk your shit, Yankee King. Talk your shit.
Right when Brian Dable yelled at Jones, something just snapped in Jones. He needed that. That was the turning point of Jones. Because I was like, I don't know who Daniel Jones is as a quarterback. I don't know if he's good. I don't know if he's Eli Manning level. I don't know if he's up there with the elites. Or he's just shit. I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. But now I'm like, okay, he's around that Eli Manning level. That's exactly where I want him. Mid of the pack, good, gets the job done, clutch when needed. I don't need you to be Patrick Mahomes. I don't need you to be Josh Allen.
Correct.
Be Garoppolo. Be better than just be where Eli was during his career. Because I'm 23. He's the only quarterback I ever knew.
Mm-hmm.
Just be where Eli was. And the fans will love you. we're not hard to please. We seem hard to please because we're. Well, I'm from Ohio, so I can't say we're New Yorkers. 'Cause I'm not. I was born in New York, but raised in boring ass Ohio. We're Giants fans. We're very hard, especially us. But that's what I want Jones to be. Jones, just be Eli. We don't care about the elite. We don't care about the shit. We just want you to be what Eli was. Middle of the pack and good in the postseason.
Well, first of all, I appreciate you watching Fisk and I's podcast. I appreciate you doing that.
Good podcast.
Thank you.
Wednesdays on the Fisk Vegas Blue channel.
That's right. I appreciate you showing the support. The biggest thing for me is that Jones under fire today found a way to win a ball game. And that's really just the biggest thing about it. I mean, again, I don't think he played a perfect game. I think he could absolutely be better, but he went out there and got the job done when it mattered the most. I mean, that's not a bad team. I don't think the Titans are a bad team, and I think the Giants have beat two decent teams. I mean, and that's all you can do.
The number one seed in the AFC.
Well, here's the thing too. If the Titans play the Bills really hard tomorrow night, that win's going to look even better for us. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm just happy that the Giants are 2-0.
Yes, we forgot what this feels like. It's like, is this what good coaching looks like?
Oh yeah, that's. Here's the thing too about, and you mentioned this about Brian Dable yelling at him. And it's weird because I saw some people talking about that throughout this week about how Dable's not, this and that. But just because you get yelled at by someone who's in a superior doesn't mean that's a bad thing. I think we live in a society now that doesn't allow people to take criticism or yelling in a way. Like they always think that just because you get yelled at, people are like, oh, someone yelled at me at work, I'm going to quit tomorrow. Like just because you get yelled at doesn't necessarily mean bad on you. It just means the person who's yelling at you probably cares about you, probably gives a damn about you, probably thinks that you can be better. And so I don't know why. I think it's a society problem that we face right now. So when they see that, they're like, oh shit, that's really bad that, he's yelling at him. And it's so
to be fired.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Daniel's going to get cut this way. And it's like, dude, maybe Dable really likes Daniel. Maybe he cares about him. Maybe he wants to see him succeed. Just because he raises his voice at him doesn't mean he's talking down on him. It just means he wants to elevate what he is saying. He just wants to prove, he wants his point to get across. I mean, it's just, I don't see what's so bad about that. So
we don't even know if Jones is Dable's guy yet. Dable's still learning Jones. He's learning if Jones is his guy. That's why they didn't pick up his. It's like, okay, Jones still needs improvement. We'll see if we don't pick up his fifth-year option. Then we'll see who Daniel Jones is under pressure when his contract's on the line, money's on the line. You need to perform, or your career is going to fall to a backup. Or a starter.
Yeah, I mean, and to me, again, I think common sense is the reason why they didn't give him a fifth-year option was because, like you said, it wasn't their guy. So they're going to at least go through a trial and error period with him. They're going through that now, and he's 2-0.
2-0.
Like he's 2-0. So coaching matters, and I think it's being showed right now.
And plus, the offense is shit because who does Jones have to throw to? He's throwing.
I've said that for literally 30 minutes ago.
All day.
I can't wait to talk to Fisk about that on Wednesday night about Kadarius.
Did Golladay even play? Because
your guess is good as mine at this point, man.
I think I seen a tweet that said he played 2 plays.
I don't know what. I know last week it was 7. I don't know what the official count was this week. I'll have to dig it up.
Golladay. I think Golladay played 2 plays.
Yeah, I don't know what the official count. I don't even count Galladay's playing today.
No,
I really didn't. I didn't count it. I didn't even count him as playing.
God, that $72 million could have been spent so much better. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're out of it probably after next year. So,
well, Yankee King, I appreciate you joining me, man.
Yep.
Always good to put a face with a name, and I appreciate your support, brother. And best of luck to your Yankees the rest of the way.
If I could say one more thing.
Yeah.
To be honest, like after the whole Dave Gettleman thing, I was going to leave the channel, but then I was like, I like this guy. He was getting the Dave Gettleman stuff. And then I was like, I want to see if he's right. I want to stick around with this guy, see if he's right. And then Dave Gettleman pissed me off, and I was like, I'm so fucking done.
But I still don't think it was. I still think Joe Judge was the bigger problem over Dave Gettleman.
Oh, yeah, true.
And I'm not saying Dave Gettleman didn't fail because he did, but what I'm saying is I felt like Joe Judge deserved more shit than Dave Gettleman. That's just what I believe.
Especially the 2 quarterback sneaks.
And here's the thing: today was another game where basically Dave Gettleman guys pretty much won the game for us today. And to me, the only thing that changed is you have coaches. You have coaches that's changed. So
yep, you have coaches that I know what they're doing. All right, I'll let you get to another person because you have a lot of people watching. So
yeah, I appreciate you, Yankee King.
All right, have a good night.
I mean, I like talking to like-minded people. I will say that. And speaking of which, here's Bobby.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Bobby?
I like that guy. Oh, you just talked to LA King. He's awesome, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's awesome.
He's funny. Made me laugh what he just said. Oh, my God. Guess how old I am? I turn in August 29th.
What did you turn, Bobby?
54.
You're not doing so bad.
No, I'm not doing too bad either. I got some gray, you see. So what's the girl that we used to talk to? How's she doing? You talked to her lately?
Nicole?
Yeah.
I talked to her here and there.
Tell her I said I miss her, okay?
Okay.
So the Giants look good. I think Daniel Jones is really improved from last year. Do you think?
I think Daniel Jones I think he's still playing. I mean, I felt like last year he wasn't the problem.
No, but the offensive line was.
Yes.
Yes. And we got a better offensive line this year.
Yes.
And
which means he's improving.
Do you hear about Kenny Golladay?
About that he sucks?
No, he left the locker room and cleaned out his locker.
After the game?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he needs to.
He's a crybaby. Oh, big deal that they started the other guy over him. Oh my God, give me a break. You're making $72 million. Shut up or ship out.
I mean, I didn't hear that. I guess it's true. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not saying you're
entertainer looked up the guy, his guy from the Daily News or the Post, and then that's what he said.
I mean, if it's true, which I don't doubt it is. I mean, whatever. I mean, that's he's like I trust this coaching staff.
Yeah, I do.
And
too.
whatever this coaching staff believes is best, they don't think he's performing, and he's not well. Like that's another. Like I hate to bring up Darius Slayton, but Darius Slayton is obviously got benched. But you don't see him whining and crying about it.
No.
It's like just get better.
Yeah, and I liked how he like you said he taught Daniel Jones last week not to do stuff that he was doing. He yelled at him for a certain reason.
Yeah.
Remember against Titans? Yep. And we're gonna whip those cowgirls' butts next week.
I can't wait, Bobby. I'm super excited about it.
I think we could take care of them. I think we're getting back the 2 big guys, Thibodeau and what's the other guy's name?
Alojuari.
Yeah, we're getting them back, and watch me sack him 6 times and turn the ball over twice. It's going to be 28-13, I say.
I really want to go to the game.
You really?
I really want to.
I think, do you know the Hub?
Unfortunately, I do know the Hub.
I think the Hub is going to that game. I'm pretty
sure.
I
I don't know if I'd want to go hang out with the Hub.
Why? What's wrong with the Hub?
I don't want to go hang out with any geeks. I want to have a good time.
Hey, you be nice. He's my friend here, Pizzle. I like you too. You're awesome.
I know I'm awesome.
Oh wow, you're very humble, aren't you?
Okay, Bobby. You came on and said, Mindy Moore looks so good.
I'm only kidding. So have Nicole come on soon so we could talk to each other.
Okay.
Where is she? Still in New Jersey, right?
I think she's in Manhattan.
Oh, she's still in Manhattan? Oh yeah, she lived in Manhattan.
I think she's in the big city living it up.
And you live in where, Georgia?
I live in the middle of nowhere.
You live in Georgia, right?
No, I'm not in Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee, that's right.
No.
Is there a real place called Bent Fork, Tennessee?
Where?
Bent Fork, Tennessee?
Yes.
There is?
Yes.
That was on I Love Lucy one time. Do you know that?
That's a real place.
That was on I Love Lucy one time.
Mm-hmm.
When they went to California. So yeah, the Giants look good. They're gonna be 3-0. I can't believe it. Jets won today. Are you surprised?
I wouldn't know.
They won. They won. My brother's team. That's my brother's team.
Well, good for Jet fans.
How many more people you have behind me?
I got a few.
Okay, who's the next one?
It's gonna be my good buddy, my friend, Big Blue Jabroni.
Oh, let me say hi. Oh, he's the one with the mask, right?
He's on deck. Yes.
Can I just say quick hello and then say goodbye?
I guess.
I want to say hi. I haven't talked to him in ages.
I'll bring him.
Hey, you, Big Blue Homie. How you doing?
How's it going, Bobby?
Good mask. You look like Eddie Guerrero still.
Oh, gotta keep it up.
Hey, did you hear what happened to his son? He turned against Eddie Guerrero.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that you know how WWE was. They always do that. So thanks, Kyle Pizzle. I just wanted to say hi, and
You're welcome. You're welcome, Bobby.
Next live? When are you going live next?
But I'm gonna do a lot of stuff this week, so I may do it in the middle of the week this week.
Okay, I'll come on and talk to you again.
Okay, Bobby. Thanks for joining me, buddy.
Too on.
I'm gonna call her right after this stream and tell her you miss her.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
See you, Bobby.
How's it going, my good friend Pizzle?
We need to take Bobby downtown with us, don't we?
Oh yeah. He'd have a good time.
I can't get my shit together. Oh, what's up? So
So how'd you like the game?
I thought it was a great game. Oh fuck! I thought it was a great game. What you think about it?
You know what? Giants are playing so well. I might be able to last around here eventually.
Yep. You showed your face around downtown Nashville.
Oh yeah, man, that was a good game, man. Could you imagine being a Giants fan and not being at that game?
I know. Who the hell wouldn't be at the first of all? Who the hell wouldn't be at the first game of the year?
Oh man!
And then second of all, like we literally were at the game that the Giants were reborn.
That was it.
That was it. It was like the Giants came out of this little woman, this little baby that emerged, and it was a big blue baby.
If the Giants played the Cowboys on Sunday, I would be there. Like, if the fact that they play on Monday is killing me.
Oh, it was. I'll be honest. I don't know if it's because we went to the game week 1, but like it was killing me this morning. Like not going to the 100%. Game. I was like, yes, this is bullshit.
Like, what am I doing?
What am I doing right now? And
what filthy ass casual am I to be sitting on a couch right now?
I know. I'm just with all the other peasants sitting at the house watching the game.
I felt like the crowd wasn't that loud. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like the Giants didn't do them any favors. But I felt like they were pretty quiet.
I got a couple.
They will get there, but they weren't there this week.
I got a couple of texts from the friends that was at the game, and they said it was a fun crowd. But I definitely think it could have been better.
I want it to be a hostile crowd.
Yeah, I want it to be a hostile crowd. I agree.
Yes,
with you.
I want away teams to think about the way some teams feel about the Eagles. Like,
yes,
you can't go there, man. You can't go there. Oh, you should worry about. No, I want Giant Stadium to be like that.
I do too. I want it to be nutty.
Yes.
Orange would be crazy.
Oh man, but what a game! And yeah, Kenny Golladay out here throwing fucking hissy fits with $72 million guaranteed in his pocket.
Is that true? Is that
taking
true
a
what
pay
Bobby
cut.
said? Is that true what Bobby said?
Yeah.
I
He's
didn't
doing
hear
a little
that.
hissy fit, and you know that they give him the 15 minutes to like cool down before they can like bake down the door. When the media came down, he was already gone. All of his stuff was already missing.
What a bitch.
And I keep going back to the fact that Slayton took a pay cut, hasn't played at all, and still hasn't said a peep. And was our wide receiver number one the last.
And like, here's the thing. This is the thing that I struggle. Of course, I do this show with Fisk, and he always tells me about Darius Slayton stuff. But it's like, dude, like I just want dudes on the team that actually, number one, want to be here and are just willing to try like as hard as they can. You know, like that's all that you can do. And like I don't think Kenny Galladay's been giving us his best effort. And so the fact that he's acting like this doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't.
My two theories on the wide receivers. Number one, Kadarius Tony can't read. That's why he doesn't know the playbook. He's just been showing up to practice every single day since he was a little boy, faster than everybody. And the coach said, well, it's kind of on me to make sure he gets on the field. This coaching staff and the last coaching staff, because it's the pros now, you can't do that shit. It is what it is. Then with Kenny Golladay, my theory with him is he was in Detroit. Detroit sucked, and he thought the second I get out of free agency, I'm going to go to a winner. I don't care about the money. I didn't win in college. I haven't won in the pros. I want to play on a real winning football team. He signed with the Giants. We were dog shit, and he's been acting mopey ever since. Hopefully these couple wins turn him around. Maybe this will be what he needs. Like maybe this is what the culture needs. But that's my theory on both of those guys.
I think there's something going on where the coaches are sending a message. I definitely believe that. Where it's like, look, Tony, you don't know the playbook. Set your ass on the bench.
Because David Stills sucks. I understand that.
I don't think he's that. Yeah.
Fans love him.
Yeah.
But
there's like a it's like they're like you know how like you have like the movies out there that's like an old movie and then you have all this like this fan base like around it.
There's like cult following.
Like a cult following, yeah, where it's like shit like what movie am I thinking of? Like
Pulp Fiction type shit.
Yeah, like Pulp Fiction like probably sucks, but then like but there's this group that's like, oh, it's the best movie ever.
Exactly.
Like and that's how they are about Seals, where it's like, yeah, he's just okay. And they're like, no, you don't get it. He's a number one receiver. It's like, okay.
Like a big fucking dork. And that's coming from me. Look at me. I'm calling him a dork. So that just says everything you need to know about him.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, don't you feel like that should be factored in to the Daniel Jones debate?
He's been the best player since the day we drafted him. I've been saying it since, and it is what. And now that we're winning, it's everybody because of him. Last year, we all said this team went down shit the second he left.
We've said that. Yeah.
Everyone said that. Even the people who don't like Daniel Jones.
Even your daddy put his finger in my chest last week and said the same thing.
Yes, we are Daniel Jones believers in my household. We just have it is what it is, and we all said now we start to win, and it's because of everyone but him. So that makes a ton of sense.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to be anymore when it comes to this online Giant stuff because. The people that are so negative of Daniel, I want to like tell them like how I feel about them and their stupidity. But then it's like, well, then I'm being toxic or I'm being too negative and I'm starting trouble, you know, yada, yada, yada. But then if you say some stupid shit, am I supposed to just accept the stupid shit and just roll on with my day? Is that what I'm supposed to do? You know,
they will flip a switch on anybody as fast as humanly possible.
How are you as a Giants fan not pissed off at Kadarius Tony? How are you not? How are you not?
Just trying to put their arms around him and say, "Well, it's everyone but his fault. Everybody but him."
You're doing great.
You do great. You don't practice at all. You don't do shit. You can't, but it's okay.
I don't get it. Look, I don't know if he can or can't read. Okay,
the man's got no eyebrows.
But something's going on that ain't right. Something's going on that ain't right.
Oh yeah.
But there's no question that when he gets the ball in the middle of the field, he's fun to watch. There's no question. It's just getting him to that point.
He's that good. We all see it. How bad must he not know the playbook?
It has to be that, right?
That's what it has to be, because at the end of the day, these guys are trying to win. I understand he's trying to send a message, he's trying to make a culture, he's trying to do the whole thing. But when push comes to shove and he refuses to have the guy on the field, there's got to be something up with that.
You wouldn't just keep that talent off the field for no reason.
Exactly.
Right? You wouldn't just say, no, I'm not going to play that guy.
Yes. Oh, you know what? This will really let these guys know that the best.
No, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for multiple weeks.
Oh, and Joe Judge was doing it as well. That's the thing that's the thing that has me convinced.
Well, if you want respect as a coach, and then you play someone who doesn't know the playbook or doesn't care, what message does that send to the rest of the team?
If Kadarius Clone were to message me on Twitter, it'd be the highlight of my day. I know he'd roast me, say some because Kadarius Tony messaged the entertainer. If he did some shit like that to me, it'd make my day.
Did he really do that?
Well, I know he did that to Alex Wilson.
Well, Alex Wilson fucking deserves it.
Well,
Alex Wilson, like, literally is that dude deserves a wedgie. I mean, that guy, no question, would get a wedgie.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, will you tell these people too while you're on here with me? Because everyone always says that I'm like 5'4" and I'm a fucking little midget. Will you tell? You've just seen me in person last week. Will you tell everybody that I'm not a fucking midget?
I'm 5'9", almost 5'10". You were tall. You got to be what, 6 foot?
I think I'm right at 6 foot.
If not a smidge under, about 6 foot. If somebody had to give me a sketch, I'd say 6 foot.
I'm just saying, and I don't want to make this about me, but you are literally, you've seen me in person, and I have all these people that come on here and say, "Oh, this guy's 5'4" and nothing."
I'll tell you this: Nick the Wick is 9 feet tall, though.
Well, I didn't say I was big as Nick Wick.
I'll tell you this:
okay,
Nick the Wick, it would be the tallest offensive lineman on the Giants tonight.
I didn't say I was bigger than Nick the Wick.
I'm just saying he's in the chat right now. He's one big son of a bitch.
But I can't stand when people say I'm 5'4" screaming out my mom's house. You know.
I mean, there's a photo of me on Twitter. You could see.
Yeah, but no one understands height. They don't understand that.
I mean, I said I'm 5'9". It's not like I said I'm this tall fucking.
No, I'm just saying though. I'm not 5'4".
Well, this guy Nick is saying you guys both line. I didn't say we were like giants. I said he's 6 foot and he's taller.
Yeah. So see, that's what I'm saying. This Nick guy is literally saying that you're what you just said about me is a fucking lie, according to Nick.
I don't understand. I didn't come up with some absurd.
Yeah.
All right.
I just like people say that shit. Yeah, I mean you can't prove it. I'm just.
Oh, I guess.
I was trying to prove it my point.
All right. I mean, guess Cop isn't 5'4". He's like 5'6". Dan, that means I'm like 5'3" or some shit.
Yeah. He's basically I'm 5. He says I'm 5'9". So. But anyway, I wanted to tell everybody while you're with me, I had a great time with you. I think we hung out Friday night in Nashville.
Friday night in Nashville.
We had a great time.
Play. Had a great time.
We went to a couple bars.
It was a great city, man. It was a great time.
You got sick.
Yes.
Had one too many.
Oh, welcome to Nashville.
The music was good.
Not my thing.
Okay. The food was good.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like.
The hospitality was good.
Hospitality was great. I just don't really want to be on all that down. I feel everybody downtown is from Tennessee, so why go all the way to Tennessee and hang out with a bunch of people from New York?
That's true.
That's
Nobody
just
that goes downtown is really from Tennessee.
Of course. Why would you be?
Well, you saw why. But
Oh.
anyways, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. I'm trying to talk myself into going to the Monday night game.
I can't. I'll be at work. I wish I could. If it was on a Sunday, it'd be hard not to.
I really want it. Today I got FOMO real bad.
Oh,
I got fear. I got fear of missing out today.
Well, I will say this: the game we went to was a hell of a lot more fun because it's not like the Giants. We didn't have any big plays. We were like shooting ourselves in the foot. We got 2 turnovers in 90.
Oh no, we went to a fun game. There's no question. We went to a fun game. And again, I think we went to the game that might be the rebirth of the New York Giants.
I think so too.
I mean, and obviously we got to win today, so we're still good to go. So, but anyways, have a good week, man. Cowboys hate week.
You as well.
We're gonna
enjoy victory week.
We're gonna shit on some.
I need to get off. You need to get somebody else on. Oh, Fake Vegas blocked me on Twitter. He's a punk ass.
Fist Vegas did.
Make sure that I got that in before I got off.
Fist Vegas blocked you.
Fake Vegas.
No, he did not.
I swear to you.
What did you say to him?
I called him a 2-teamer. I'll let you sit on that. Bring you over to the next guest. Peace.
Thank you, Big Jabroni. I appreciate him as always. Danny, are you there?
Yes, I am. What's up, Pizzle?
What's up, Danny?
Doing pretty good. Do you remember me?
I remember everybody.
You remember me? Okay. Because I think you and I talked last November, something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How are you? Good victory for your, well, I don't like the Giants, but good victory for your Giants, huh?
Well, I mean, I figured you have an Eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you want the Giants to win today?
Do you want me to be honest with you? I don't want them to win.
No, I want you to lie to me, Danny.
I was actually happy for you guys last week.
But what about this week?
Yes, you want to know why? Because I hate Baker Mayfield. I think he's a punk.
Little random, but okay.
Yeah. I'll say this. You know what's funny? Because didn't he talk a bunch of crap about Daniel Jones a few years ago?
Reportedly, there was a rumor that he had said that he couldn't believe the Giants drafted Daniel Jones.
I'm not a Daniel Jones fan, but Daniel Jones is way better than him. So
I think today he proved that.
Yeah. So the reason why I was actually kind of happy for you guys is because I'm sick and tired of people talking about oh, the NFC East is the worst division in football and blah, 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 blah. You hear the whole NFC East stuff. I'm tired of that. Just annoying.
Well, I definitely think the NFC East is improved.
Yeah,
obviously the Cowboys got a win today. Wasn't happy about it, but obviously Washington did what Washington always does. They failed. And then we'll see about the Eagles tomorrow night, right? I mean, I think you guys have a good chance to beat Minnesota. We'll see what happens, but that would obviously be a nice win for you guys if that happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have a chance. I mean, it's going to be a tough game, but
yeah, I mean, it's going to be a close game, but I'm just saying you guys got a chance, and I don't think it's impossible.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I mean, I think that usually Kirk Cousins doesn't play well on Monday night, so that's a good thing.
The only thing that I want more than if there was one thing I just want more than anything in this world is to have the Giants and Eagles Week 18 play for a playoff spot. That is all the fuck I want.
Hey, I love that. That would be awesome.
I mean, I want the Eagles and Giants, and I want to go to the link, and I want to be there, win or lose. I just want a chance. That's all that I'm asking for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I want the Eagles' blood on my hands at the end of that game. Is what I want. But yes, no, I appreciate you saying some positive. I know you're an Eagles fan. A lot of Eagle fans are iffy on this YouTube game.
Mm-hmm. I don't like a lot of the Eagles YouTubers. To be honest with you,
they're very. I don't know what the word is I want to use, but they're just they're different.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them flip flop. To be honest with you, I mean, and the thing is you got some of these fans, like you got people like Lord Brunson. Jesus Christ. I mean, we could have Jamarcus Russell as our quarterback and Richie Kotite as our head coach, and Lord Brunson would still think we're going to win 14 games.
Well, yeah,
So.
him and Lord Brunson and Mark Holmes is the same dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
They really are. They could literally have a pile of shit for their team, and they would sell you the idea that this pile of shit is the greatest pile of shit of all time.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, the other thing that's funny about LB too is that, like, I remember a few years ago he made like a video talking about how like Carson Wentz was going to be like a Hall of Famer or something like that, and now he's like, oh, Carson Wentz sucks, and now he's on like the whole like, because he's selling like, what is it, like the Hurts season hats or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, obviously I'm rooting for Jalen Hurts and I like him personally, but I'll be honest, I think he's garbage. But we have a good team around him, so that's a good thing. So
Well, here's the thing. I don't root for any NFC East teams
Yeah.
other than the Giants, but I always think it's fun when the Cowboys are good and the Eagles are good, and even when the Commanders are good. When I love the Giants to smash everybody in the division, sure, but it's always fun when there's like real big competition. Because to me that's what makes it so great.
Yeah, no, yeah, I totally agree. And like, especially like a few years ago, like obviously the division was really bad. So like, even though the Eagles were really bad, I couldn't really talk a lot of crap. But yeah, it's always fun, like when the teams are really good and they're competing against each other. And so, I mean, that's why obviously I should rephrase that. I know I said earlier I was like happy, but I wasn't happy about the Giants winning, but there was a part of me because it's just like, I mean, you guys have been bad for so long that you can't really talk crap because you guys have been bad. And if you guys are like more competitive, it'll make the rivalry, a lot more fun. So, but I mean, I think you guys, I still don't think you guys are very good, but I think you're heading in the right direction. I like your coach better than the last guy you had.
I love our coach. Right now.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he's not afraid to show some emotion, and I think he's smart. I think he's football smart.
Yeah.
And I think that matters.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, the other thing, too, is like I was seeing on Twitter, there were a lot of people, it wasn't really just Giants fans, but there were people mad because I think he was yelling at Daniel Jones or whatever. And people were like, oh, how could he do that? I'm like, what's wrong with that? Like, it's just tough love. You know what I mean? Like, because I think when he threw that, the red zone.
I think we live in a society now that people can't handle getting yelled at.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I think, unfortunately, here's the thing. Like, if you work on, it's crazy because if you work on a construction site or a real man's, have a real man's craft, like you're going to get yelled at, like on those, like we just live in a soft beta male world, and it's really sad to see. So when you see that on the football field, it's like, well, that's a tough man's game, and sometimes it requires tough love. Like, that's just reality. Like, if you can't handle that, like, you probably can't handle any job in this country, period.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I would expect Daniel to handle that criticism. I really would.
Yeah, that's what I would think. But yeah, it was like trending on Twitter. Be like, oh, how dare could he say? I'm like, dude, like, it's no big deal. He just yelled at him. You know what I mean? It's not like he doesn't. I mean, I don't know what he thinks.
Just because if your mom yells at you, doesn't mean she hates you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's just part of it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, trust me, I get it. I'm 21 years old, and my generation is softer than baby shit, but, it is what it is, so.
Your generation is not only softer than, they're weird. They're different. Yeah. They're different cats.
Well, a lot of these people, they don't even know if they're a guy or a girl or they're both or they're an it or I don't know what it is. I mean, like, I went to high school with a kid. He thought he was like a dog or something. Like, what? I don't even know. I don't get it either. And then you got the people that walk around. And the other thing I don't get either is like, so like me personally, like I'm a very confident person, but I have a really big problem, like not like talking to girls, but like girls that I like or whatever. But some of these guys that these girls go after, they have like pink hair and like earrings and nose piercings. I'm like, what are you guys seeing these guys? Like, what the hell is going on? It's just like a lot of these guys look like pre-op trannies. It's like, Oh my God! Like,
Well, let me tell you this.
I mean,
Let me tell you-
they can do their own thing. You know, I mean, it's, you know, you have a right to do that, and I'm not going to mistreat you. I just think it's a little weird. That's just me. I don't know.
let me give you a piece of advice. So if you want to talk, if you want to ask a girl out, you shouldn't be nervous about doing it. You should just do it. And if she says no, it truly is the statement of there's plenty of fish in the sea is a true statement, because I guarantee you there's one around the corner that might actually say yes to you and actually might be better. So it's like, to me, there's no reason not to take a shot.
Yeah, I mean, there's a girl that I like.
Girls like young girls. Of course, I don't know because I've been out of the dating game for a while, but from my understanding, young girls are kind of a little weird.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it depends on how you define weird, but I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Well, I think you just expressed that. You talk, you know, they're different now.
Yeah, they are different from your generation, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure. Well, Danny, I appreciate you joining me, man.
Yep. Thanks for
Good
having
luck.
me on.
Good luck to your Eagles tomorrow night.
Yep, thank you.
All right, I'll see you, man.
Yep.
Danny in the house showing some Eagles love. ACM, what's up, my man?
Wearing red. I wore red last week. I wore red this week. We won. Keeping to it. Rest of the season. I mean, we're 2-0, so there you go.
Red underwear too, right?
No. Just the red Giants.
Okay. That's good. That's good. What'd you think about today's game?
Man. I mean, we started strong. Got two. We made him fumble twice. And then we kind of slowed down a little bit on offense towards the end of that first half. But we really picked back up in the second half. So, hey, I mean, I would love to get another touchdown towards the end there. But what are you going to do?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I love it. We had more touchdowns today, but at the end of the, you can't always get what you want either, right? I mean, we did enough to win the game.
That's all that matters.
And obviously now I'm just learning this during the stream. We're dealing with prima donna receivers and like Kenny Golladay. So I mean, we're having to deal with some drama while also trying to win games.
I actually just found out about that as you found out about that. I'm surprised. Yeah. I mean, it's about the team more than anything.
You would think.
Always put the we in front of the I. That's how. When I play sports, that's always how I saw it. Always put the we in front of the me. Because that's what's best for the team. It's what's best for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gotta know. You gotta know where you fit in and the team, and you gotta do the best of your ability to help your team out, in any way you can. For me, I'm sure this isn't a surprise. I was the motivator guy. I was the hype man, getting them, come on, guys, we're still in this. We got this. Even if we're getting beaten, I'd be like, hey, just finish strong. That's all you can do. It's like Rocky. Sometimes, it's not about winning. It's about going the distance. But when we do win,
going that full 60 minutes.
It's like the end of Rocky 2. Yo, Adrian, I did it.
And we did it today, didn't we, ACM?
Oh, we're 2-0. It's like since 2016. When can we, again, it's like it felt like the longest. We haven't been there for the longest time. The longest time. Yeah. No, but seriously though,
keep singing it up. If that's what you're feeling, let it out.
Got a song in my heart. Hey, Billy Joel, native New Yorker.
What?
But but sorry. I'm just so flustered because we're 2-0.
I know.
And I mean, look, Danny Dimes, could have been better. Sure, we definitely need some polish, but I feel like this season where he's gonna actually be able to get some polish on him because he'll have a better O-line. I mean, if we can figure out what's going on with our receivers, hopefully we get some good receivers for him, and we can get some more touchdowns and just selling for some field goals. But hey, if we need to win, by kicking some field goals, I'm happy with it because you already know Graham Gano is gonna, more often than not, he'll knock it straight down the middle.
Absolutely.
Is that nice though to have kind of a guy like is
someone you can count on.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone you can rely on.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was always comforting to know, okay, Graham Gano was gonna at least give us 3 points that we're gonna need.
Well, ACM, I appreciate you joining me, man.
Of course,
it's always good to chat with you.
Hey, it's always good to chat with you, and you know what? Let's go let's enjoy this week. Let's get ready for Dallas, because like it or not, it's gonna be a fight. But I'm pretty confident we can win. I still don't know. Have no idea how they beat the Browns though today. That was especially when they caught up. Like, oh yeah, Browns gonna win, but no. Yeah, it's what that's how it goes. But hey, go Giants.
Go Giants. Thanks, ACM. Man's wearing his red. Before I bring on my next guest, I got to play this clip real fast because it's in honor of him.
Hey, we're in the winning business. If you ain't winning, you ain't got no damn business in here. One love, baby. Yeah!
My brother from another mother. My man Bones. What's up, Bones?
Going on, man? Yo, dude.
Talk to me.
What was so funny about this game, before the game even started, our defensive coordinator is like, we're going to give the crowd something to get loud about. And just right off the bat, like the vibes of the stadium, I'm telling you, they mess up a kickoff return, and then the whole MetLife erupted, bro. It was amazing. The start of it was just right there. I mean, sure, it was still a roller coaster ride, but hey, Danny didn't fucking turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying? That's what people
are
people forgetting that?
Well, talk to me about being in the. Talk to me about being in the stadium today.
Oh, dude, the stadium was outrageous, dude. Outrageous. Like, unfortunately, there was a woman that she almost passed out, and because it was beating. The sun was just beating. The heat was doing no one favors. I'm so glad I didn't wear a jersey, but I don't know. There were people passing out, and freaking this dude was. There was people falling from other rows, they were jumping from row. It was nuts, dude. I've never seen it happen like that in a long time. I haven't seen it that loud. I'm surprised my voice ain't gone because we were screaming our heads off. No matter what outcome we were at, there were people who were pissed off. They wanted pick sixes. They were chanting literally fucking anything. It was retarded. Maybe I was surrounded by geeks.
Well, it was good. It was
Damn,
good to get a win today.
Why weren't we running the ball as we're doing all these trick plays with Tony, and we still don't know who our receivers are? What is our offense doing, man? It was such a mystery. Everyone was complaining about that at the stadium. I mean,
Don't you feel like they abandoned Don't you feel like they abandoned the run in the second half and then put it in Daniel Jones's hands?
I mean, hey, did he not get us that first down when we needed a first down? I don't know.
I don't know either.
The little things we needed to happen, and the crowd fucking loved it. It was the fucking best. We were actually louder when we made the field goal. That was more than Daniel Jones getting the first down. Oh, it was ridiculous, man. I love MetLife. It's an interesting place to be.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time today, Bones. I wish I could have been there with you.
Dude, it's starting to feel like 2016. You're always more than welcome to come by.
I know. I want to be there next Monday night, man.
Ooh. See, I'm trying to, because I've been doing night shifts and day shifts like randomly. So I'm trying to schedule myself for a day and go for the night, man. Because that game's gonna be huge. Huge.
Oh, it's gonna be it's gonna be like 2016 all over again.
So how do you feel about Cooper Rush?
Not scared.
You don't want to sleep on him, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
We just want to do just enough to win the fucking game. That's all that matters. It's literally gone up to that. The NFC East is looking kind of shaky, man. Still.
Well, here's the thing: Cooper Rush got to play today at home. So if you put him in a tough environment, if MetLife can be a rocking place next week, maybe that's a tougher environment for him to play in.
I hope it rains if that's the case. Bring on
whatever
the rain
makes
in MetLife.
Whatever makes it rough.
A rain of terror on them, man. Hell yeah. I hope it rains.
Well, Bones, it's good to talk to you, man.
Oh, likewise, bro. Hope to see you soon, man. It's starting to look like 2016 all over
I know.
again.
I need to get up there and tailgate with you.
Seriously. One more for the hurricane, bro.
Yeah.
You take it easy, all right, bro?
Oh, hurricane. All right, Bones, I'll holler at you.
All right.
Love my boy Bones. The best. All right. We've got my buddy Unlimited Liquid up next.
How's it going, Cobb?
It's 2-0. It's a 2-0 kind of night.
I didn't get to watch the game today, Cobb Pizzle.
What happened?
So I was on the road from Philadelphia. I was seeing a friend, and the status report of Philadelphia, sir, is that we just need to get rid of we just need to bomb that place and just get rid of it. Pretend like Philadelphia never happened, dude, and just walk away from it. You know what I mean? Like, after today, that's all I got to say about it, and we can just leave it at that.
Okay.
But it's an unholy wasteland down there. And when we face those Philadelphia Eagles, lots of scumbags down there. But I don't want to get too off the beaten path, man. I did want to know, because God, man, I'm looking forward if you can pull off an all 22 film replay this week, because I missed the game.
I'm going to do that.
I'm going to do that.
I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it Tuesday night.
Good, man.
I think I'm going to do it Tuesday night. That was fun. I did it last week. First time I've ever done that.
Yep.
And I had a good time doing it. So I was like, you know what? I think I'll do it again. Just keep doing it until I don't have fun with it. And so it was cool, man. I thought it was, like I don't. I know football, but I don't really get deep into the Pacific. Like the details of it. Like a lot of people do, because I don't want to assume what I'm seeing is to actually be true, the lingo and whatnot. So I like to just casually kind of look at it, as a fan would. So I think that's what I'm, I don't do it to teach anybody anything. I just do it, just look at it like a fan would.
Yeah. Seeing the replay of the
or a different, I liked it because it's a different perspective.
Yep.
You know, we see broadcast versions all the time because we watch on TV and whatnot. But all 22 kind of gives you a different perspective.
Mm-hmm. It does kind of take the flow out of things, you know what I mean? And also, man, I played football, you know, in high school, and I played for a damn good high school. Not that I was good on it, but we were ranked in the nation, you know what I mean? But I would be useless. I couldn't, if I was asked to break down some film, I'm not gonna be able to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be able to give you anything valuable. So so I get where you're coming from with that for sure, man. But
I just like to casually watch it.
No, we're reliving, bro. I just like we're reliving that. Like that was so. Me personally, I'm not gonna have to. I'm gonna live it the first time, I suppose, man, on Tuesday.
Yeah. No, I'm probably gonna do it Tuesday night. I think that's the night I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna try to start doing it every night.
Great, man.
Or every Tuesday night.
I don't plan on missing many more of these games. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen very often, but I was trying to get the little backyard streams and things up when I was driving and stuff, but that's not really the way to do it. So I just couldn't catch it. So anyway, but there's one other thing I wanted to talk to you about, man. You already hit it. I was already watching you guys, and you already hit it before. You guys were talking about Golladay, Tony, man. I just want to hop on here and just echo my concerns about this kid, and I think it's a shame that people aren't being tough on this kid, man, because we know that this kid, he's got agility. He's got like Lamar Jackson type, where he's got that breakaway where he's just making little shifty moves. Like, so he's got a lot of talent, but we really got to be on this guy, man, and really kind of push for this guy to do what he's supposed to do. And it's a shame, man, that I feel like the fans, another thing that I'm going to bash on him for is just giving this kid like a pass, like not asking for him to, we got to really put when people aren't doing what they're supposed to do, man, that doesn't cut it in my book. So I like that you're speaking out about it, Kyle.
Well, here's the thing. So actually, and I'm listening to you, but I'm looking at my phone right now because I saw Nick the Wick sent me a DM. Apparently, Kadarius responded to the entertainer. Entertainer had made a tweet, and Kadarius, said something to him. And look, I'm not going to say nothing bad about the entertainer. I've often said that I think a lot of the things that he says wouldn't hold up on a playground somewhere. You know how like some of you boys, you used to be going, like if you played pickup basketball or something, and there'd always be like that guy that would come over and say something silly, and then you would just like shoo him off kind of deal, like get out of here, fuck you, come out, So, and then Kadarius Tony literally did that today to the entertainer, and so the thing that bothers me about this is the fact that he's more worried about what the fuck's going on Twitter, and it's like clearly there's something keeping you off the field. And maybe there's a rhyme, or I don't know. Maybe there's a bigger picture here that I'm not seeing. But like clearly, clearly he gets offended real easy. And so like I hate to. I mean, I love when Kadarius Tony has the ball in the middle of the field and he's making people miss. Like it looks great. But clearly there's something going on, and he's also offended by people's statements. And what's interesting about that is like if you call someone out and they don't, it's not true, you usually just kind of shoo it off, right? You're like, whatever. But then when you show this kind of emotion, it's like, oh, there's smoke there. Where there's smoke, there's fire kind of deal. Does that make sense? Like, because whatever entertainer might have said, it might have actually been true. And so I give credit on that to entertainer because it obviously was true enough for him to make some type of response back.
Yep.
But at the same time, Kadarius is probably looking at him like that kid on the playground. It's like, what the fuck you talking about, dude?
I hear you. The thing about Kadarius Tony, man, is I know you probably feel the same way about it, dude. All I want for this kid is I just want to see that kid succeed, man. It would make me the happiest guy in the world to see Kadarius Tony win NFL MVP. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to see that kid do that. You know what I mean? Like, if he's that special, if he could get his mind right and put it in there, maybe that could be him, but it doesn't look like that right now.
I think the issue is, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Kadarius is like from I think he's from the South somewhere, like I'm trying to think here. Let me figure out where he's from. I think he's from Florida. Let me see here. Let me look real fast.
I'm in South too.
No, he's actually from Mobile, Alabama. So the reason I bring that up is because, a lot of guys like him, high school, he probably was one of the best players on the team, if not the best, and they gave him a pass. Then he goes to Florida. Florida's been known to give athletes a pass all the time, and they gave him a pass. They let him play, and now he's being asked to do something that he's not, holding, his end of the bargain, and he's getting some pushback for the first time by a coach or coaches. And like I how he responds to it is the character in which he is.
Yep.
But it's like I don't feel like he's by going on Twitter and responding to the entertainer. I don't know if that's like the best. I don't know if that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't know, man.
And again, I'll be the first to say sometimes the entertainer puts stuff out there that's like, what the fuck you talking about? Like I agree. So I don't know. Like I'm just worried. I'm worried about Tony at this point.
What did the entertainer tweet? Do you know? Can you?
I hope that I'm getting. I hope I'm getting this right. I don't know.
Nick the Wick is on the hook here for this info.
Nick the Wick sent me this, but this is
for
what
Nick the Wick right here.
This is what he said. This is what entertainer said. Kadarius Toney and the injuries go together like peanut butter and jelly. Which again, that joke ain't even fucking funny, but whatever. This dates back to college. I'm rooting for this guy and think he can make an impact when on the field, but this guy needs to find a way to stay on it. Okay, so entertainer obviously said some Captain Obvious shit there. Because I think we're all rooting for the guy. We do think he can make an impact, but he needs to find a way to stay on the field. So I mean, he kind of said, whatever. Now, as far as date backs to college, I don't know how many games entertainer was watching. I don't really. Only he knows. Yeah. But then entertainer wrote back, "Cap, dummy, go find a safe something." He said, "Go find some safe to do." So his English wasn't very good there. He just says, "Cap, dummy, go find some safe to do." So basically, he's saying entertainer's a bitch. And I mean, honestly, that's what he's saying. He's saying he's not.
This is a Southern thing, so you got to break it down. Well, not from the South. So.
No, I mean, this is what I mean. I've seen guys say this. He's basically saying entertainer. He don't think entertainer's a tough dude. Like go find something safe to do. Like because this ain't safe for you to be around me or be talking to me.
Oh, yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it ain't safe for you to be talking this football stuff. That's what he's saying. I've heard that 100 fucking times. Not to me, but I've heard guys say it. So, again, I don't think entertainers say anything that's out of line. Like, I think he's saying stuff that's basically Captain Obvious, but I don't think it's out of line. And see, this is what I'm saying. If he would have said, if entertainer would have said something about, like, Kadarius Toney's mama or something, then I can understand responding. But the fact that he responds to that, like, why are you so offended by that?
Man, this is some interesting stuff, man. This is breaking news and things. Per Nick the Wick.
Yeah, man. That's per Nick the Wick sources.
Yep. But now, this coaching staff, man, they got because you know how they got to really treat these athletes with kid gloves, man. Because the last thing you want to do is have this guy Tony pouting. You know what I mean? So this coaching staff and what they're doing, Kenny Golladay, you know what I mean? Like. Man, they really got it out for him, but I guess they're in Dabo's in complete control. They got everybody buying in here, 2-0 win. That gives them a lot of credit in the locker room, So
all this shit does right here is make me love Daniel Jones more.
Oh yeah,
because he's got two potential diva receivers in Golladay and Tony that are giving the whole situation a hard time, and he's still going out there and finding ways to win ball games. Like, that's being a 60 fucking minute man is what that is. You're telling me you're going to come to work and you're not going to do your job? Fuck it. I'll do your job for you. I mean, it happens across America every day. Tomorrow, somebody's going to show up to their cubicle, ain't going to do their job. The guy next to him is going to have to do his job, and he's going to be a 60-minute man.
Yeah.
Like, that's reality. Like, that's just, I mean, like that's what this is what bothers me is like, why in the hell would you support? Like again, and I'm not dogging Kadarius Tony. I still want to see him do well, but like, why the hell would you want to support Kadarius Tony out here talking shit to the entertainer? You should be supporting Danny. Danny's the one who got the dub today.
Exactly. I'm out on Kadarius Tony, man. I was out on Saquon Barkley for a long time, and Saquon Barkley made me shut my motherfucking mouth. I'm sorry to cut my thing.
I think Barkley today got like 71 yards or something random like that. Like that's not a terrible day.
Yep. I mean, I know, because I was listening to it a little bit. I know they're really stacking the box for Barkley. You know what I mean? So I didn't see the game or anything like that. But week 1, man, he definitely and I know he's really running tough, man. The thing is, he's really going through for contact. Like he looks hungry, man. He looks like. The thing is, man, I don't even want to put this out there, but hopefully it's not just like a contract year thing. But I think he's a hungry, self-driven, self-motivated person. So I hate to put it out there even. So
Saquon Barkley has had numerous reasons. This is the reason why I got mad at OBJ. Because I thought OBJ stopped trying for the Giants. And he went on ESPN talked his shit about Eli Manning. You know, because he didn't like the pressure that he was getting from, you know, it's part of the reason why I gave up on OBJ. And so like when I see shit like this, like Saquon, as far as Saquon goes, Saquon got hurt. Saquon's been through some losing teams. Saquon has every right to act silly, but he came back stronger than ever. He's playing his ass off, and you should respect that. Like man to man, that should be respected.
He looks like he cares a lot.
He looks like he cares. And that's all the Giants need is players on the team that fucking care. That's it. Like enough with I think a lot of people get caught up in all the jersey buying and all the fantasy stuff. Like, fuck all that, man. We just need dudes out here that give a damn, that want to be on the team.
Yep.
And if Kenny Golladay and Kadarius Tony don't want to be a part of that, see ya.
It sounds like this guy Richie James is out here, our number 1 receiver. Like he got did he get the most yards today or something like that?
I have to look at the stats. I don't think, what I'm saying is like in big situations, Daniel's throwing him the ball.
Yep.
And like that dude has stepped up. Nobody was expecting him just to be this star player, and all of a sudden this dude stepped up and emerged and taking the place of a guy who don't want to be out there apparently.
Man, it's so fun. Another thing that's like a big contrast between this coaching staff and the last coaching staff is David Sills, man, while we're talking about the wide receiver core. It seemed like Joe Judge, man, he would really he kept Xavier McKinney, I remember. It would keep him on the sideline. His rookie year when he was coming back off the injury, man, really kept him out. It seemed like Joe Judge, man, he was really maybe like a Bill Belichick-ian way where he really only wanted the guys that had already proved themselves, and it was really looking at the people that haven't proved themselves, and it was keeping them off the field for this or that reason. But man, it says something about Daboll, man. I'm not sure if he's just going off the chemistry that we all know that Sills has with DJ because of how much they work together in the offseason or anything like that. Like I said, man, I didn't see this game today, but it's just an interesting contrast. I think that they got this guy Kenny Golladay on the sideline, Kadarius Tony on the sideline. He's got David Sills out there.
I think he's going with the hot hand.
Mm.
You know, I think he's going with the dudes that he believes can get the job done. You think about it, if you're a boss of something, you're going to put the employees out there that you think can get the job done for you to run the company. You know, and he didn't think Kenny Golladay could get the job done. He doesn't think Kadarius Tony apparently can get the job done, so he's sending Sills and James out there. It's as simple as that, man.
Man, we gotta mess with a few contracts on our hands, man. Once we clear those off
yes, we do.
Real quick, man. But man, it was good talking to you. I think I got everything out. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, get off my chest with you today, man. It's good talking to you again. I can't wait for this all 22, man. I'm so happy that you're doing that on Tuesday.
Unlimited liquid. I appreciate you, my man.
All right, man.
Have a good week. Have a good week, brother. I'll see you. I'll see you this week.
Yep, you will. All right, man. Peace out.
Peace out. Unlimited liquid. Yeah. And again, guys, no disrespect to, I don't want anybody to go run into Chris and say, hey, Pizzle talking shit about it. I'm just being honest about entertainment. I'm just being honest about that situation. Okay. No disrespect. I'm just giving you guys my honest opinion about all that. So it is what it is. We will get on to Big Willy Style 2002. I don't think I've ever spoke to you, Big Willy. What's up?
What's happening, Pizzle?
How you doing, man?
Good. I think we spoke last year. It was probably after one of the brutal losses. So, but that PTSD, you can't remember that.
I've talked to 1,000 people.
All good, man. But hey, shout out to the Giants this way today. Big win, man. And I like how we're finding ways to win ugly, whereas in the past couple of years, man, we've found ways to lose ugly. So I'll take a dub any day that we can get it. And so yeah, it feels really, really good to finally be back in the win column, 2-0, man. Just feels great. Like, let's just celebrate that,
Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah, it feels great, man.
It feels
awesome.
great. Like nobody can tell me nothing tomorrow.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like I could get hit by a car and I just get up like, John, it's 2-0. I'm good.
Exactly. Exactly, man. Hey, a couple shout outs. I know you've been talking a lot on here about Daniel Jones and receivers, but one group I got to give a shout out to is our unknown tight end group. They caught touchdowns in the last 2 games. That's something Evan Ingram could never do. Like in the clutch situation.
Fuck Evan Ingram.
Yeah, fuck that guy. And I love how we have no name tight ends and
I know. Isn't
we're
it great?
catching touchdowns and making it happen. So shout out to I think it's Tanner Hudson and Chris Mayrick, we even use as a fullback sometimes. And then I think we got a rookie, Daniel Bellinger in there.
Bellinger got his first today. First one.
Yeah, there you go. So shout out to that group, man. And like you were saying with the last guy, I think the coaching staff is just kind of feeling out, hey, who's a gamer? Who's going to step up and play? It doesn't really matter if you're a $70 million man or, if you're just got called up from the practice squad. If you can make plays and you can show up during the week and practice hard, we're going to give you a shot during game time. And you're seeing it on the field. We're putting people out there that, can make plays and giving these kind of unknown guys a shot. So, and, that's going to take time. It's going to take time to see which is kind of the core group is going to gel. With Danny Dimes, we've been throwing so many combinations out there like the past 5 years. Like, think back to last year, we were relying on John Ross and CJ Board and all these crazy guys. And so we're trying to develop some continuity here, and it's gonna look ugly. It's gonna look ugly in the beginning, but we'll give it some time, and hopefully we can find a combination that can work and gel and be consistent and put 6 points on the board instead of 3. But hey,
this is the reason I do streams like this is to talk to guys like you.
Yeah.
Because you bring me back to being sane.
Yeah.
Because I listen to so many other online Giant fans who make me go insane because I think to myself, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am just too old. Maybe I just don't get it anymore. And then I listen to you and I say, shit, there's like-minded common people just like me. And I'm not, and it's like you said, you're talking about our tight ends, right? By the way, all 3 new tight ends basically to the team.
Yep.
So they're all new to Daniel Jones.
Yep.
And they're all making plays with Daniel Jones in the second game ever. Like they've literally only played a handful or 2 handfuls of quarters together.
Correct.
I'm sorry, 2 hand. I said that fucked up. But anyway, they've only been together for a short period of time. Practice is only practice. Games matter. Then you got a bunch of guys out there that like Seals, James, that Daniel's getting used to as well in big situations.
Correct.
It ain't the key guys, and we're still getting it done. We're still winning. And it's like you said, it's going to be ugly early because it's all new.
Yes.
How in the hell would you expect this to? We're not going to look in midseason form until midseason.
No way. And you look around the league too. Look at all the super close 1 score,
tight games.
Overtime games that are today with the best teams in the league. Everybody said today, before the 1 o'clock game started, the Ravens are going to smash the Dolphins. It's not even going to be close. And then, but at halftime it looked that way. But guess what? They turned around and came back. It's the same thing. This is NFL football, man. It's going to be close.
And I don't mean to make this like a political thing, but the NFL is a socialist league. It really is. It's a social, and it's the whole point of it is they want everybody The league wants every team to be 8-8 or 8-9, 9-8. They want them. They don't want teams to be 13-4. They don't want that. Like that goes against what they're trying to build.
Correct.
And so the reality is games are going to be close. That's what it is. Like that's exactly what it's supposed to be. Yeah, I can see you, Matthew. But that's what it's supposed to be. So this idea that we're supposed to blow out teams when we have all these new moving parts is ludicrous. Like
it's unrealistic.
It's unrealistic. It's insane. I honestly think that when they judge Daniel Jones, it's like dude's going to the bar who's clearly ugly as hell and thinks he's going to walk out of there with a 10. You're not walking out of there with a dime piece. It just ain't happening, my man. You're coming home with a 2. It's just you know what I'm saying? It's like the expectations are way too high.
Yeah.
Like we're just now building something on. Like I feel like now we finally started going in the right direction after the last few years.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it starts with the coaching staff because, we have a lot of leftover pieces, from like the get 'em and drafter, but they've been able to take those pieces and just kind of like remold them. Here's something you never saw with like Joe Judge or like Pat Shurmur is like after they had like a bad drive or Daniel Jones made a bad play, he's going over there, like getting in his face a little bit, but I feel like doing it in a constructive way, like reaming them out, but not like totally just saying you totally suck. And both times he did that, like the Giants have come back and won, or Danny Dimes has come in a clutch moment and made that pass into the end zone, in the Titans game, to tie it up, or at the end of the game today, taking the ball, running up the middle, getting the first down, sealing the game. So it's just like it's a definite difference with the coaching staff too, and just the mentality of how stay in the fight. We can win. We can keep it close and. It just seems like that's just been a lot more consistent this year. I'm
really glad that point's been brought up a couple times tonight with you guys, where it's like, it's okay that Dable coaches these dudes up hard. Like we need that. Like we're that's the reason why we brought in a new coaching staff, because we clearly needed help in that department. And the fact is he's doing his job, and now we're supposed to be all shocked that he's doing his job. Like, what do you want him to do? Just I don't understand that. Like, it's amazing to me how people think sometimes, but it's I think it's great. Like I when Daniel makes a mistake, I think Dable should tell him how he feels about what he just did.
Definitely.
Because otherwise, how's he ever going to really learn?
Yeah. I mean, and then
that's what made Tom Coughlin, I think, so great.
Yeah.
It's like Tom Coughlin was strict as hell to the players, right? Don't be 5 minutes, be 5 minutes early, all that stuff. And he would do a lot of yelling. And obviously he brought some of it back, but like, that's what made champions. That's what made us champions, is like that kind of coaching.
100%. 100%. Like he got on Tiki Barber hard. Like this is hard, like way before Tiki ever fell out of favors with the fans. Like,
and Tiki was
but he was a fumbler. Tiki was fumbling the ball all the time, and Tom was just like, "Hey, if you don't change how you carry the ball, and stop fumbling, like you're not playing." And
Tiki was a little bit privileged at that time.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Where he was like, "Oh, he's the man. We all love him. He's great. He's all-purpose guy." And then all of a sudden, here comes Tom Coughlin saying, "Motherfucker, stop fumbling."
Mm-hmm.
Like, and Tiki corrected his mistakes and was better for it. Like, I think this is great. Like, I love talking to guys like you, because I like to hear people that have comment, that say the things that I think is not insane.
Totally.
So it's really good. That's why I do these things, man, because it's like, it's just, to me, I think there's a group of fans, and I think you're one of them, just talking to you, like, we understand what real Giants football is about. Yep. We get it. We understand it. And then we have to listen to a lot of people out there that think they know what it's about, but they really don't. And it's just frustrating, because I don't think that any quarterback that's ever played for the Giants has ever been perfect.
Definitely,
none of them.
Definitely not.
None of them were ever perfect. There's not one guy that's ever played quarterback for the Giants that was like, "Oh yeah, that guy's awesome. That guy's for sure special." Like, no, they've all had their issues, like every one of them. So if you look at the history of the Giants, that's just what we have at quarterback.
Yep. Yeah.
That's just it. I mean, they're all going to be imperfect in their own little way.
Totally. But I think what overcomes that is we build better pieces around there. We have a solid defense. We stick to the run game. We have a bunch of receivers that we rely on. All of our Super Bowl teams. I mean, those weren't all like world all-star guys. Maybe Plexico, that's about it. But Plexico fell out of favors with the Steelers. That's why he ended up on the Giants. So he wasn't really a number one guy anyway. It was like Plexico, Miney Toomer, guys like Steve Smith, all these kind of B-level guys, kind of just grouped them together. And then that's how we're able to be successful. So I think that's what we're trying to we're build here a little bit, find some value guys through the draft. I'm really excited about Wan'Dale Robinson because like you, we're just kind of waiting for Sterling Shepard to get hurt again. Unfortunately, I love Sterling Shepard. He's a great guy, but I thought that was a great pick in the draft for Wan'Dale because I think he's going to be like the new Sterling Shepard. So hopefully he'll get back and come along there. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to be 2-0, and hey, just keep working out the kinks and keep winning ugly, and we'll be happy. So we just got to kick the Cowboys' ass now.
Big Willie, I appreciate you coming on and hollering at me, man.
Thank you, Cop Pizzle. See you later.
All right, brother. Yeah, and he's right. We're going to kick the Cowboys' ass. Like that's what I want to see. All right, we're going to bring on a lot of good guests tonight. A lot of good guests. We're going to bring on Matthew Hawks. What's up, Matthew?
Cop Pizzle. How you doing, man?
My man, what's up, brother?
Nothing much. You know me. I'm a Cowboy fan, but I'm not going to come in here and troll your station. You're too good for that.
You're feeling good tonight.
Yeah, I mean, back to 0-0. That's the attitude for me and our old Cowboy clan. But before I get to your team and us playing each other, I mean, you just do a great job as a Cowboy fan. You just crack me up. You just do great work, and you're going to be missed. You're going to be missed, man. You're going to be missed.
As a Giants fan, not a Cowboy fan. Are you a Mark Holmes guy?
Is anybody a Mark Holmes guy? No, I mean,
he says that he has a bunch of Cowboy fans that love him.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, I gotta tell you though, I'm one of those Cowboy fans, and I don't like talking bad about obviously Cowboy fans because I'm one of them. But
yeah,
I'm one of those Cowboy fans that have all the respect for our divisional opponents, including the Giants, just because it's your NFC, it's NFC East. I mean, when the Eagles were in the Super Bowl, I rooted for them, and when you guys were in the Super Bowl, I rooted for you, and it's just a respect on NFC East teams. But I gotta tell you, your Giants. I was making some notes while the last two guests here just getting ready. A head start for the Giants, but I'll tell you, Daybell. I mean, he scared me when you guys hired him, and now he just scares me even more. I mean, Daybell he knows football. I mean, it's a different. I think it's just a big difference between a great head coach, and a great guy who knows football. And I mean, and I'm not putting Daybell in the Bill Belichick section, but I mean, Belichick knows football, and I think Daybell knows football. Tom Coughlin knows football. Bill Parcells knows football. And I just think Daybell, I mean, what he did with Josh Allen, and now he just seems like, I mean, obviously your offense, I mean, you scored 16 points today, but I mean,
I think it's 19.
19, excuse me. But I mean, it's just, you guys are going to be a handful. It's just,
well, I mean, if I was a Cowboys fan or let's say an Eagles fan or whatever, I would be concerned about where the Giants go in the next 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he's going to continue to build them and make them better. I think right now what you're seeing the Giants, I think it's like the bottom of the barrel kind of stuff where it's like, we're 2-0, but we've got a lot of kinks in the armor kind of deal, and so we're trying to work through those things. And obviously, he's got to deal with some drama with previous players that were with the previous regime. And once he kind of gets a core of like all of the guys he wants, that's where it's like it may be scary, for the other division opponents. Because I do think he's I do think he's very football smart. Like he really, he just seems like he's a smart, in terms of football. Like,
and and obviously I'll be listening to him in the press conferences this
Yeah.
week, getting ready for you guys. But is he a good communicator in the press conferences, or is he like?
I think he is. I mean, he does. To me, he's got a good person. I think he's got a good sense of humor and a good personality.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of having a relationship with the fan base too.
You need that, man.
You need that, and like I think most importantly, I think he's likable. Like as far as the fan base goes, I think there's a lot of coaches that aren't very likable. For example, like you look at the Broncos head coach, right? I know they won today, but like the fan base is already on that coach's ass for what happened in Seattle, and it's like Daboll has already had this good start, and that's going to buy him some time with the fan base where it's like they'll support him for an extended period of time. Now, obviously, no coach is going to survive long losing streaks.
No.
But right now, Daboll, I mean, I don't think he can do wrong as far as Giant fans go.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was terrified right when you hired him. I'm like, oh no, like he made, I'm not saying Josh Allen wasn't good when he came in, but I'm just saying like he just made I believe he made Josh Allen more better than before he joined the NFL. You know what I mean? It's just like, and that alone scared. I'm not saying Daniel Jones is no Josh Allen, but what I've been looking at, for the last, and I've already started film work on you guys, and I'm looking at Daniel Jones and how he's playing this year compared to last year. It just seems like he just has more confidence back there too.
Well, I tell you this, like if in terms of like film work or whatnot, I'll tell you what's the matchup that is interesting to me coming into this game, Cowboys and Giants, is the Micah Parsons versus Evan Neal. I think that's because Parsons. I mean, today, the little bit that I got to watch the Cowboys and Bengals, he really affected that game today. And Joe Burrow, I think Joe Burrow was sacked like 6-7 times?
7. Yeah.
Yeah, he was sacked 7 times. And now the Bengals have had troubles protecting Burrow, but that Cowboys D line's pretty damn good. Like they're good. And so what concerns me is that that matchup there where you guys pass rush against the Giants offensive line, because week 1 we struggled a little bit, offensive line did, and then the Panthers were able to get to Daniel Jones a couple times, and I believe that Evan Neal can be beat right now because he's still learning how to be a pro NFL tackle. Obviously Andrew Thomas is really good for the Giants, but Evan Neal is still learning. So like when Micah comes over that side.
And you also have Anthony Barr too.
Yeah.
We got from the Vikings his first game today. He is fast, Pizzle.
Yeah.
I was very impressed of how he played.
No,
it really bummed me out that he didn't play week 1 against the Bucs. But
I think the Giants, when the Giants get in situations where it's like 3rd and long, or 3rd and not as manageable, I think that's going to be tough for them with the Cowboys. Like, I mean, I think it's obviously a good time to play you guys because you don't have Dak, right? But I still think that Cowboys defense, like, you got to give them respect. Like the Cowboys defense didn't play bad against the Bucs, and they really didn't. I mean, how do you think they played today?
There's always room for improvement. I mean,
yeah.
I think scoring 3 points in the second half isn't going to work, especially against you guys. But again, it's also the first game, with Cooper Rush. I mean, but he had a whole week of planning. But I think the first half we played great, but the second half, it just like our third downs diminished a little bit. We were 75% on third downs in the first half and 37% on third downs in the second half. So it's that's a big jump. They need to do better with that. But on defense, I mean, I couldn't spot a false note really anywhere. And maybe make a note of this. We got this Ridgeway possibly playing this weekend that we got in the 5th round that we got from Arkansas. He's a stud. Yeah. And looks like Michael Gallup might be ready to go Monday Night Football. So
I hope we got Kayvon on Monday night. Yeah. I hope he's.
Is there any update? You don't have to answer.
I think he's gonna play because he's gonna want his brand to be on Monday Night Football. Yeah. He's the kind of guy that I think
is going to want to play when the lights are super bright.
Yeah.
And I mean, they said that he was almost ready for the Titans game, and I think they're playing it safe. But
how was that stadium, by the way?
What, Nissan?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean when you ask? What do you mean when you ask?
Well, you were at the game. Like it seemed like that stadium. I mean, I obviously don't see too many Tennessee Titan games, but was the stadium nice?
So the Nissan Stadium is. So first of all, I think my understanding is the Titans are actually going to build a new stadium soon. They want to build something that can actually maybe host a Super Bowl one day.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously think Atlanta, think Jerry World kind of deal. But it's not. It was nice when it was built, but it doesn't really incorporate what Nashville is now. So it's like it's 20 plus years old. So it's really not like a nice. It's just when you go to like nicer stadiums, it doesn't have the same thing that like nicer stadiums have.
It kind of seems like, and I don't see much of it, but it kind of seems like a high-end college football stadium or something like that.
I would argue there's college stadiums that are better. Like honestly, like there's some. I mean, the Big House is obviously, a big deal. Then obviously, Neyland, where the Tennessee Vols play, that holds over 100,000. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's just not. It serves its purpose for what it is. It's just, just kind of.
I was just curious. Yeah.
It's just hard. I mean, when you have like places like Jerry World, for example, it's like.
I'll never go back to Jerry World. I went to week one. I went to week one of the first year it opened, and you guys come into our house and beat us the first game of the year. I'm one of those conspiracy guys where it's just like I'm not allowed back there anymore. So
and I think if I remember correctly, we were the last team to beat you guys in your old stadium.
Did you?
I think I'm right on that. That's been a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, but I'll let you go, Pizzle. But I just want to let you know. I mean, maybe I can come on after we beat you. But I just want to let you know. I mean, there's no one that's probably gonna be better than you, and that's a Cowboy fan talking. I mean,
I appreciate it,
it's
Matthew.
just like, I mean, I could probably create like a top 5 list of like the most like funny things that the number one thing is probably when the Cowboys traded their draft pick to the Eagles and they stole Devontae Smith. You're like, he's like, wait, the Eagles are on the clock. He's like, what the fuck are they doing?
And guess what? The Giants could use Devontae Smith right now.
No, he's not doing too hot for you.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he'd be almost better than anything we got right now. Truth be told.
And real quick, because I always see in the background that you're a NASCAR guy too, huh?
I am a NASCAR guy.
You watch it? You've been watching the playoffs?
I did. I watched. I actually had I had a friend call me that wanted me to go to Bristol this weekend, but I just didn't want to make the drive.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still
who's your guy?
So I was a big Tony Stewart fan.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and when he retired, I just kind of didn't really find anybody else. I just like watching. Truth be told,
right.
like I like going to races are fun. I go to Talladega a lot. I've been down to Miami a handful of times. I go to Bristol. I did go to Kentucky when they came to Kentucky. Obviously the Nashville race, other places, but I just like going to races and having fun, and just I don't really have a guy per se. I'll bet on the race, and so then I'll just cheer for whoever I bet on.
I'm an Alex Bowman fan, so I was a Dale Jr. fan, but
you know what's funny is you look like an Alex Bowman fan.
What's an Alex?
I don't mean that about. I'm just saying.
But okay. I want you to know to keep up the great work. I hope you let me on again because this was fun.
You're
and I don't want you yelling at me when because I do want to come on when I beat you, but but definitely after we beat you, I definitely want to come on and we play you one more time. Hopefully, just one more time if you don't make the playoffs. Because I gotta tell you, what I'm seeing with these Giants, you guys are a playoff team, man. I mean,
I hope so.
I mean, Baker Mayfield. I mean, with the Panthers. I mean, but you want to talk about bad coaches? That Matt Rule, he can't. He doesn't know football and he doesn't know how to coach. That was just a bad move with Carolina. He don't know nothing.
I want to say this: like my favorite weeks on YouTube are the weeks that the Giants play the Cowboys. Those are my favorite weeks. I love them, and I'm gonna probably make a bunch of content this week. And
Yeah, I always get excited when the Giants play the Cowboys.
Me too. Me too.
All right, Matthew. It was good
All
talking
right.
to you, brother.
See you, Pizzle.
Have a good night. Always good to talk to the rivals.
What's up, Pizzle? 2-0 is a good feeling. 2-0 is a good feeling. How are you feeling? I mean, I probably obviously know, but
I've been going. I mean, it's crazy because I'm so like as I've been doing the stream, I found out about Kenny Golladay. Found out about that. I found out that Kadarius Tony's got beef with Entertainer. I didn't realize that.
What?
Yeah, apparently that happened tonight. Kadarius Tony clapped back at Entertainer, stuffed him in a locker.
I know he went at Alex Wilson a few days ago.
He went at Alex Wilson, but Alex Wilson fucking deserves it. He's a geek.
Well,
probably don't say he's not because you know he is.
Listen, man. You know, I have beef with some of his employees, but I gotta talk about that.
Alex Wilson is the worst kind of content creator. The worst. The worst. I'll just tell you that right now. But anyways, I feel good. I know you can't say nothing because it's like, I got connection. But anyways, I'm happy, but it's like there's like some stuff going on, right? There's the Golladay thing, people talking shit about Daniel Jones. It's
There's
like
underlying stuff that bothers you, kind of. Is that what you're trying to say?
You read my fucking tweet. I mean, that's what they said, Big Blue. That's what they said. They told me, they said, look, you like Daniel. Okay. Well, guess what? Daniel doesn't win. If Daniel wins games, then I'll support him. Okay. Well, he's won 2 games. He's 2-0 right now. He's off to a good start. And well, JD, like the stuff with Entertainer may be made up. I don't know. I'm just Nick the Wick gave it to me. I trust him as a source. It could be made up. This is live TV, people. Anyways, the point being, Big Blue in the Bronx, BBINBR, is that they told me that he needed to win in order to get their success, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's doing. But now they don't like the way he's doing it. And then I'm sitting there saying, okay, wait a minute. Let me put my common sense hat on. Kenny Galladay's not out there. Kadarius Tony's not out there. And he's doing it with David. He's doing it with Seals. He's doing it with James. He's doing it with Shepard. And then he's doing it also with 3 brand new tight ends. Why is it that nobody wants to use common sense on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think
he's doing it with an offensive line that's not perfect yet. So then I sit here and I read tweets from stupid idiots like Nicky the Snacks, which, by the way, if you want to know why most of America hates Yankee fans, just look at Nicky the Snacks. Okay, that's why
he's a cool and I know you'll probably laugh at me for this. He's a cool guy. I know.
Yeah, but that's why everyone hates Yankee fans. If you follow his Twitter, that's why everybody hates Yankee fans right there, because that guy literally says some of the dumbest shit and doesn't make sense. Fire Cashman. What's the Yankees record right now?
I do believe in firing Cashman.
What is the Yankees record right now?
You're in first place, Pizzle.
What is the Yankees record? Give me their record.
Okay, I'll pull it up for you. The Yankees record is 88-58.
What the hell's wrong with that? You're 30 games over 500.
We have standards, Pizzle.
You want to fire the general manager? The fuck? You're 30 games over 500.
It's deeper than you think.
What? Look, I get it. You're going to get run out of the postseason. I know. But the fact is, it's not because of Cashman, okay?
Yes, it is, though.
It's not.
But it is, though.
It's not.
You gotta you have to experience this. See, you're a Cubs fan. Y'all experienced the World Series a few years ago, but
that's all that matters.
Yeah, but
it's over.
Lovable losers. But anyway, one thing I want to point out, and I know obviously
30 games.
30 games. Yeah,
that's
Cashman
pretty damn good.
Cashman needs to go.
Go ahead.
But anyway,
I'm just having some fun.
No, I'm having fun as well. Shout out to Evan in the chat, by the way. He's a cool guy. I met him in person. But anyway, something I brought up on a stream, and I know you talk about the bipolarness of Giant fans a lot, is it's not even to do with Daniel Jones, but I think Wink Martindale is doing a better job with this defense than Patrick Graham in his 2 years. Why
Yes.
do I say that? Because he's got BC edge rushers. He's got a BC core of defensive backs. Meanwhile, he's being more aggressive, and it's working out.
He's having balls. By the way, there's never been a coach or anybody that has ever wore Giants gear that looked cooler.
What, than you?
No, than him.
Oh.
I'm literally going to rip his style real soon because that guy, I mean, he's wearing a
Vest.
gold chain today. He's wearing the vest. He's got the long sleeve with the vest. He's got the hat, military style. He's got the sunglasses on. He looks like he could whoop your ass. That's what he looks like. And I want to look like that.
Oh.
So I'm gonna rip his style is what I'm gonna do because there's nobody that's had more swag than Martindale. And you're right, he's playing with a lot of balls, is what he's doing because he doesn't have tons of. I mean, first of all, Xavier McKinney is really fucking good. That dude's special. That guy's really good. I can't wait to watch the All 22 because I bet you he's all over the damn place again. I hope Leonard Williams is okay. I know he hurt his knee today. Have you heard anything? Have you got an update on that?
They said it's not that serious, but we will probably not know till tomorrow.
I'm sure he's going to have to miss multiple games because that's just the way it always goes. He's doing it. He's doing it without his probably best two pass rushers, right? In these first two games, we assume. Although Ward's played really good, and he's doing it with like linebackers who I'm not even for sure are exactly. I think McFadden's the type of guy, but I don't know if he really loves Tay Crowder. I think Tay Crowder was like off the field a lot today.
I want to think
I have to go back and watch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually going to do that at some point, but I want to say they were put in less tense positions because last week they were charged to cover tight ends and running backs. They weren't charged with that this week.
I think what they did is they brought Belton in. He played deep safety for most of all the game, and they put McKinney in the box. And they basically almost ran a nickel set pretty much all game long, which is really smart because McCaffrey would have killed our linebackers in open space. He would have killed them. So I think they had a safety on him all game long. I have to go back and watch, but I think that's what they did.
Yeah, I mean the three safety look obviously, and then also on like one of the blitzes there was three safeties. Dane Belton's dad actually follows me on Twitter, and I DM'd him. I said, "Your son did a heck of a job today," and he said, "Thank you." But what was I going to say? As I get my little glow moment,
That was a little weird flex there.
Well, listen, you make connections, maybe I don't know, but just gonna flex that. I don't like this whole narrative, and it's nothing to do with your chat because I know there's some comments about missing sacks and stuff like that. There's been some comments on Twitter that I'm getting really mad at that say
Let's talk about it.
That we didn't have a pass rush. I don't agree with that. It was more consistent than last week, just because we weren't getting sacks.
Yes, it was more consistent. It's just we're not getting sacks.
Still more consistent pass rush. Like
yes,
Baker Mayfield's airing out the ball earlier. He's getting hit. He's throwing it.
Baker's stats were not good today.
No, they were terrible.
I think he was like 14 for 29. He was not good.
Yeah.
And there was a lot. There was some content creators out there that said that he was better than Daniel.
I never believed that, I must say. But
I hate it for those guys because they're clearly wrong, or they were wrong, and they should eat crow for that. But I guess nobody cares.
I don't know, but what was I going to say? I'm still concerned about this Tony thing. He caught two passes for 0 yards. He can run simple routes.
Can he read?
He's been in the football game.
Big Blue Jabroni said that he can't read.
Well,
so that means he can't read a playbook.
If he can't read a playbook, then how does he get screen passes? If he can't read a playbook, how did last year he burn Trayvon Diggs?
Here's what I'm starting to wonder. Because he played a lot when he was healthy. He played a lot when Jason Garrett was calling plays, right? and I think, or when Jason Garrett was the offensive coordinator, and we all, obviously, the totality of Giant fans hated Jason Garrett because the offense was too damn simple, right? Run 10 yards and run a curl, right? I mean, we talked about this ad nauseum, how terrible Jason Garrett was. But Jason Garrett's offense might have been easier for Tony to understand, and now you've got a more complicated system where Daboll and Kafkas came in and brought in this wild-ass system, and maybe Tony doesn't understand it. I don't know. Why else are they keeping him off the field here?
Then that's for them to say, listen, you're talented. We got to get you on the field, and we got to get you snaps in simple concepts. I mean, he can run a whip route and take it into the end zone or something like that, you know.
Yeah, but if you change one thing because of one player, doesn't it change all of it?
In some cases, yes, but not entirely. I mean, you could select
think about
those
it. Okay, but think about it. This is your playbook, right? This is your playbook. You're coming in, calling plays for the first time for this team, and you have to change up your formula because one player won't do his job?
If he's not doing his job, that's
would you accept
a totally
that?
different story. If he's not doing his job in that situation, no, I wouldn't get him on the field, because if he's not doing his job and he's focusing on other crap, then okay. But if he's not understanding something, or for some reason they're just not putting him on the field because it's analytics, and I feel like that's actually what it is.
I don't think that's it. I can't be analytics.
Well,
how can it be analytics?
The reason I suggest it could be analytics is because
This sounds like a Fire Cashman kind of statement, but go ahead.
the reason why I think it could be analytics is because he says, look, we have these wide receiver packages for these days. This is a little more, I would say, advanced than what other teams are doing. Typically, you would have that number one wide receiver, and then you'd have the 2 and the 3. It's different every single game. And Joe Shane came in and talked about how they want to be more analytically progressive. Though they're using some old style stuff like pounding the run because that's what works, they're using different wide receivers that we never thought would be used. So, in my opinion, analytics is somewhat based on matchup put in there.
But don't you agree with me that in big situations so far in this season, Richie James is the go-to guy for Daniel Jones?
He's been.
But how is it that that's not Kadarius Toney?
That's the question I want answered.
You ain't getting that answer.
Yeah.
Just like you're not getting an answer about Fire Cashman. You're not getting that. You're not when you're 30 games over 500. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, that is to me the $1 million. Like, Kenny Golladay can go the hell on. Like,
Darius Slayton, why is he not getting the ball?
You know I'm sad about this.
I'm not happy about it either. Listen,
I think Kadarius Toney can take the top off the defense. I think that dude's got elite game breakout speed. I don't know what's going. Like, that's the thing. Is like, I can be a fan of this team all day long, but I can assume that I know this team like the back of my hand. But unless I'm in meeting rooms and I'm in the facility every single day, I mean, like, I don't. Nobody knows shit. That's what sometimes kills me about content creators is when they talk so egotistical, like they know what the hell they're talking about. It's like, unless you have some kind of crazy access, you're just guessing. I mean, that's all we're like, if we right now, like, if I say Kadarius Toney doesn't know the playbook, I'm just guessing because I don't know what else it could be. I don't know why else the dude's not on the field, because when he does get on the field, like, that play today where Daniel scrambled, got outside the pocket, rolled around, and then found Toney wide open down the field. It ultimately got called back because of a flag. But that, to me, was like the play of the year so far offensively, because it was like everything that Giant fans wanted. A guy like Daniel who could make a play outside of the playbook, almost kind of like a playground type of play, right? Like you're on the playground, which some reason everybody loves those type of quarterbacks, like Mahomes, Kyler Murray, who can make these plays outside the pocket. You make this play, and there's Toney wide open who creates separation. It gets called back, but it's like, wow, there it was. That's what we're all looking for. But why can't he consistently stay on the field?
That's once again one of the questions us Giant fans are wanting to find out. I don't think we'll get the answer, but I guess even at this point, like, I guess I don't want to say it's fun to speculate, but at the same time, we have to speculate because we're not, us as humans have curiosity, and we're not going to
Sure.
have that go unanswered. Even if you're just a fan and you don't make content.
Sure.
So just-
Curiosity killed the cat. But what I was going to say was, like, I think sometimes we wish as Giant fans that Daniel Jones would be a little bit more of a rebel and not do everything the coaches tell him to do, thus be a robot and just stay in the pocket and throw. Sometimes we wish he would do all that fucking playground shit. And then, but then at the same time, we think we need Tony and Kenny Golladay to do a little bit more of what the coaches tell them to do. You know, so it's like give and take on both of them. And so when Daniel leaves the pocket today and wins the game, obviously that wasn't a design play. It's like, wow, that's an elite play right there. And it just helped him win the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because also he could have, like, and I'm not gonna go into this whole thing about Daniel Jones, but he could have saw, you know, for instance, Kadarius Tony over the middle for that one play, and there's a lot of things with Daniel Jones, and it's going to be talked about all season, whether it's positive or negative. Evan says, "Do you think that the penalty on Sills was dumb?" Yeah, I do. Looking back on it, because the guy ran into Sills. Sills didn't run into the guy. But this is going to be a process all season overall. Like, I think Kenny Golladay, his role with the Giants is done. Is he going to get cut? Probably not. But his snaps are going to lessen and lessen because of his fit and because of his attitude. I think Jones is very slowly improving. But at the same time, you kind of have to put it in a situation. Would you rather?
Go
all
ahead.
right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Would you rather, and I'm asking this to general fans, would you rather Jones throw for 300 yards every single game and the defense crap off and it'd be 2 scores every game? Or would you rather Jones throw for 200 and then, you know, us winning games?
Well, so let me read you what your boy Nicky Snacks said. Because since you told me you're a Nicky Snacks guy, which doesn't surprise me because you're probably in the section with him at the Yankee game throwing shit. But let me just tell you what this is what Nicky Snacks said, okay? Defend this. He said on Twitter, words will never do justice describing how awful Daniel Jones is. Now, I retweeted that and told him to eat shit, geek. Okay, now, should I have said that? No. Will I probably be thrown in Twitter jail for another week? Probably. Okay, but how do you read that statement and say that how words will never do justice describing how awful Daniel Jones? You're telling me that you're watching the Giants play and you can't think of an adjective or a noun to describe Daniel Jones's play? It's so bad? Explain that to me, because that sounds like a fan complaining about your team being 30 games over 500. But explain
You're gonna keep
that
referencing that.
Well, I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Because it's like, again, I know that a lot of Giant fans are Yankee fans, and I know a lot of Giant fans are Mets fans and stuff, but I see that stuff and I'm like, okay, that tells me that you're going to never be satisfied. Even when you're one of the most successful teams, you'll never be satisfied. And you can't live in that world of just non-satisfaction.
See, if a random Twitter GM said that, though, I would say, okay, you know, they would have to justify their point more, but you have to literally know Snacks. That's who Snacks is. He's irate. Sometimes he doesn't mean what he says. It's just who Snacks is.
That's why he got stuffed in a locker and got a wedgie when it happened. Like, I mean, that's why these things happen. Because you cannot say that. You can't.
Depends on. Listen,
how bad was Daniel Jones today? Answer that.
He was decent. Okay.
Let me ask you that, because I said this earlier. I don't know if you was in here. They stopped running the ball in the second half.
At points, yes.
And who did they rely on to win the game?
They relied on Daniel Jones. But you could also flip that and say Graham Gano's kicking.
Yeah.
And the defense.
That's big. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
Other than, and this is not just on Jones, Feliciano had a couple of penalties, Azudu as well, which backed up the drive.
Yeah.
But other than that one drive where they had to come back and get those 7 points, I mean, it was no urgency to get up 2 scores. Not saying Daniel Jones doesn't have urgency, but they didn't tack on any extra points other than field goals. Well,
I just don't know what to say.
Well,
I just feel like, obviously it could have been better, sure, but there was enough done to win the game.
No, I totally agree with you there. He did enough to win the game, which, for some people's standards, it's good. For some people's standards, it's not. It depends where you are on him. I feel like you got something to say.
I'm lost for words at this point.
I guess your final statement on that with the whole Jones thing is he did enough to win. And
Who
that's good enough.
who is Daniel Jones currently on the Yankees roster?
What kind of question is that?
That's a great question. Who would Daniel Jones be on the Yankees? What player? I like baseball.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not Aaron Judge.
No.
But he might be Aaron Judge. Who else on the Giants is hitting 60 home runs? Right?
I'm gonna compare him to a pitcher, Jamison Tyon.
What?
Who would you compare him to be? The way I see Tyon is sometimes he's got bad outings, but mostly he does enough for the team to win.
Who's Garrett Cole?
Garrett Cole is the so-called ace.
Yeah, would he be Saquon Barkley?
I feel like Saquon is more justified to be hyped than Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole's a mental baby. I know, Pizzle. You're probably going to say, how is Garrett Cole not an ace? You're agreeing with Snacks again. You're agreeing with all these Yankee fans again. He's not an ace. See, Evan says
you paid him to be the ace.
Exactly. But you're literally going to my point again, even though it's not necessarily his fault in this situation. You keep saying, "Oh well, you want to fire Cashman." Well, who signed him?
So who's Aaron Judge on the Giants then?
Aaron Judge on the Giants is, well, do we really have an Aaron Judge?
There's got to be one. Who's the best? So basically, he's the best player on the team, right?
Aaron Judge is the best player on the Yankees. Yes.
Okay, then who's the best player on the Giants?
God, you're gonna make me go through this.
No,
probably. Honestly, I can't even split it up. I have to split it up between offense and defense because it's justified in some standards.
Alex.
And I know I'm jumping around the question.
Alex, if aliens came to this world and kidnapped you and said, "Who is the best player on the Giants?" You have to give us an answer. Who is your answer? Who is the best player on the Giants?
Honestly, it's either, and I know you're going to say, "Oh, you got to pick one." Either Saquon or Andrew Thomas.
Okay, I could go with Andrew Thomas being Aaron Judge. I could go with that. I'm cool with that.
See?
I don't hate that. Okay. I still don't think I think you're wrong about who Daniel Jones is, though.
Who Daniel Jones is on the Yankees?
What if he's like Anthony Rizzo?
Okay.
Former Cubby.
Okay. I mean, he doesn't hit for average, but he's still got power. So I guess some sort of comparison there.
Yeah, kind of, maybe. Who's Giancarlo? Saquon?
I would say Saquon if he was a bouncer, though. If he was still bouncing and dancing, I would say that's Saquon.
Damn, you're saying Giancarlo's got some dance to his game?
No. What I'm saying is earlier Saquon would go for the home run and would dance around just to hit the hole. compare that to Giancarlo Stanton lately, where he hits home runs, but he doesn't really try for the extra base hit or just as making contact overall. I'm not hating on him. He's good for us in the playoffs, but I'm just stating facts.
He's gonna be terrible in October again. He's just gonna be. He doesn't like hitting cold weather.
You've never seen him in the playoffs, Pizzle. Come on.
I'm just telling you, it's gonna happen.
I have to severely disagree.
I like this Yankee Giant comparison. This is fun.
You gonna throw another one at me?
No, give me one. Give me a good comparison. You give me one.
God. Damn. Trying to think of common known players.
What about a Chapman?
Oh God. Oh my God. Crap. Who's a overrated player on the Giants?
He's old now, though. Come on, man.
Past his prime. Okay, we'll
He's
use
a little
that.
bit past his prime. Kenny Golladay.
Okay. Oh,
that's what it is. It's Kenny Golladay.
It might have to be, honestly. But like Galladay's not over. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's Kenny Golladay.
Yep, Kenny Golladay. Except, yeah, Kenny Golladay. There's no other way of putting it, unfortunately.
And Adoree Jackson is Josh Donaldson.
Adoree Jackson's better than Josh Donaldson, actually.
Damn.
Josh Donaldson is Wash Donaldson.
Damn.
Dable or Boone, somebody asks. I'm taking Brian Dable.
Oh, yeah, Dable. Hey, how could you be? I never in my wildest dreams thought a team could be 30 games over 500 and you would hate the team.
Because we have standards.
What are those standards?
27 world championships. Okay.
Half of you wasn't even alive during those championships.
But that's the problem, Pizzle.
That's what's so crazy about that.
That's the problem, okay?
I hear that shit. And
we
I'm
have
like,
these 12-year-old Yankee fans who've never experienced winning, who basically make excuses for this whole organization because they want to be hired by the Yes Network, and they want to make excuses to justify losing and making up for this organization's, and I know Pizzle's going to be laughing at me for this, incompetence at times, okay? So they don't know what winning is, and they think a wild card trip, like some small market team, is a successful season.
I love it. I love it. Where else in the world can you mix it up with Yankee fans and have a good laugh? I mean, I just love it. It's so fun. Like, it's so. Oh yeah, Aaron Hicks is perfect.
Aaron Hicks, that's a good question.
That's
he robbed the
good
Yankees of $70 million over the course of 7 years. Yep. Okay.
That's good. But
That's
Aaron Hicks was good like last year, wasn't he?
No.
Or was it 2 years ago?
No. Maybe like the first year he was signed.
Maybe I missed it.
Chill Daddy says he's a Yankees fan since George and Billy Martin. Well, I mean, just overall, Pizzle, you don't get the stress of being a Yankee fan sometimes.
Yeah. It's so stressful. By the way, before I let you go or before I get off, Paul O'Neill. Like, it's a joke that dude went into what is that thing, like the Yankees Hall of Fame or whatever?
Monument Park.
That's so stupid that Paul O'Neill got put in Yankee. I mean, if you're going to put Paul O'Neill in there, why don't you just go ahead and put every other fucking Yankee in there? I mean, that is so ridiculous that Paul O'Neill is in the Yankee Memorial Monument Park, whatever it's called.
I like Paul O'Neill, but that was a money move. That's why
you're telling me that Paul O'Neill is with the greats like the great Bambino?
I didn't say that. I said it was a money move.
You're telling me Mickey fucking Mantle, Joe DiMaggio, and Paul O'Neill.
That's the organization being money hungry.
That's so bad.
Honestly, A-Rod may be on the same level in terms of fitting, but they gave that number to Joey Gallo out of spite.
I just don't understand. Like, how does Paul O'Neill get put in with the greats, with the Yankee greats.
Well, he
I
was
just-
a
I
part.
just-
He was a part of the dynasty in the '90s, towards the end.
I'm not saying he's not a Hall of Famer. I'm just saying that the Monument Park is supposed to be the elite of the elites. You're telling me that Paul O'Neill is sitting in the same table with Babe Ruth?
So let me ask you a question then. Bernie Williams, should he be in Monument Park?
I don't agree with that either. And I like Bernie Williams. Bernie Williams was awesome. I'm old enough to remember Bernie Williams.
Andy Pettit?
Look, I think Jeter was overrated, but I think Jeter deserves to be in there.
Well, I mean, I went to the night he was honored a few Fridays ago.
I think Jeter deserves to be in there. Andy's on the he's on the fringe. I can go with you on Andy, but like Paul O'Neill, come on.
Yeah, as I said, you would understand it just a little
Come
bit
on.
more if you were a Yankee fan.
Come on.
Shout out to Eric in the chat, by the way.
What did he say?
No, he just said, Alex, hey buddy. He knows.
Well,
me from
Alex,
the
I
MOY
was
news
hoping you
chats.
would. I was hoping you would explain to me why Paul O'Neill is in the.
Because he
is sitting at a table with Babe Ruth right now.
because he was a big part of the '90s dynasty towards the end. Jorge Posada, do you think he should be in there?
No. Hall of Famer.
So
Hall of
nobody,
Famer.
so nobody other than Derek Jeter should be in Monument Park. Mariano Rivera, I know you'll say.
Yes. I would agree. Yes, him. But Mo only had one fucking pitch, so I mean it's kind of.
But he also has like 600 some odd saves.
I know, but I'm just saying he had one pitch. But like he's special. Like I agree with that. But you know when I think of you say Posada, I'm like okay, so we're like. You know, you kind of shit on Yogi Berra when you put Posada beside him. Yogi's got.
You ever heard that term?
Yeah, I know about the core four, but that don't mean all core four should be in there.
Wow.
Come on, man. You telling me Jorge Posada should sit in the same table as Yogi Berra? Man's got
What
like
are you
10
What are you
rings.
saying in the chat targeted that I'm missing? But just the. I understand kind of what you're saying, Pizzle, but at the same time, every dynasty / era is different.
I think Yogi would laugh if Jorge sat in the same table with him. I think he would get up and leave.
I think listen.
Maybe I'm being too disrespectful to the core four.
Every era is different.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm being too disrespectful, and I apologize. I apologize if I'm being that way. I just feel like that Monument Park should be a sacred ground, and not many people should get to walk in it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, trying to think of. I think everybody deserves to be there. At least the ones that.
Okay, I'd say Aaron Judge. If he keeps going like this, he's going to deserve to be in there.
If they win a championship, yes.
Which by the way, no, I was
magic
just saying,
word.
Is it Don Mattingly in the Monument?
Don Mattingly's in there, yes.
And he played one playoff series?
It's not his fault that the team was bad.
Well, okay, that's not Aaron Judge's fault if he doesn't win a championship.
Right, but he's around a better team. He's supposed to be the leader. Mattingly was a leader.
I know, and Mattingly probably deserves it. I agree with you. The dude with Donnie Baseball, I'm all about it. Don, I'm all about it. But my point being is you just said that Aaron Judge, in order to even get to walk in the sacred, hallowed grounds, which when you put Paul O'Neill in there, I don't know if that's sacred anymore. But the point is he's got to win a championship. The dude is carrying the Yankees this year. 30 games above 500.
I agree with that, Pizzle. And if they didn't have Aaron Judge, and who knows if they'll sign him, if they didn't have Aaron Judge, they'd be fighting for a wild card spot.
Yeah, and if they didn't have Aaron Judge, then Cashman could be fired.
No, Cashman should be fired though.
Who found Aaron Judge?
Well, they drafted him, but it's the development system. It's a big drop off when he gets to the minor leagues. You have to know a little bit more about it. Notice how Yankee fans in the chat. Notice how some of the minor leagues are better at hitting than the Yankees are? Because they teach the same uppercut swing. That's why Aaron Hicks sucks. That's why Joey Gallo sucks. That's why Anthony Rizzo isn't hitting for average. I'm just putting some points out.
I'm going to share the link one more time. Last call before we wrap it up. I just like, don't get me wrong. I know we're on a Giants channel here, but like I like to mix up a little Yankees talk.
No, I don't mind it either.
Just because I find it ridiculous that Yankee fans are upset about being 30 games over 500. Apparently, they should be 40 games above 500. And
it's not even that though. It's not even that. We took off games. Okay, we took off games with lineups that were terrible. We are not the best team in the American League, which we had that.
Houston.
We had it at one point, but now, yeah, right. It's Houston.
You think it's Houston?
I think the Mets have a better record than us. They have 93 wins.
Well, the Mets are a better team.
They are a better team. That shouldn't happen though. Braves, they're a better team than us in terms of wins. Yep. Let's see, the Dodgers over 100 wins already. See, not that hard. When you have an organization that actually doesn't care about soccer and actually cares about winning, it's a different story. Evan is right. I was with him at the game where the Astros actually no-hit us.
Maybe players would rather play in Los Angeles than New York.
What are you trying to imply? Why would you not want to play in New York?
I don't think that sometimes this is for a different debate, but you know how like they always say like Madison Square Garden is like the greatest arena, like whatever, in the world. I don't think some young athletes think that anymore. I think that's an old way of thinking.
Teams have gotten better, but I think you're in my opinion, I think you're trying to say something that you're not coming out with. Basically, that some players don't fit in New York because of the standards, like Joey Gallo.
I think Yankee fans fuck Joey Gallo up.
I think Joey Gallo fuck Joey Gallo. When you don't adjust your game.
You sounded like that old. There was an old Vince McMahon quote: "Bret Hart screwed Bret Hart," and that's what she said. Joey Gallo, fuck Joey Gallo. No, what I think happened was Joey Gallo was coming up to bat, and he had about 50 Yankee fans screaming in his ear about how terrible he was.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What was the Yankee fans' initial reaction to getting Joey Gallo? Did they like it or did they not?
I thought that they liked it, didn't they?
They liked it. That's right. They kept making excuses for him.
But that's what Yankee fans always want a named player.
Right, and that was not the right move.
You guys never want anybody that doesn't have a name.
Not always the truth.
Yes, it is. You guys want named superstars. That's like the guy playing for the shortstop that's playing for the Pirates right now, O'Neal
Cruz.
Yeah, but everyone's like, oh well, the Yankees will try to go get him, and that's what y'all do. I mean, literally, that's what Yankees go, and they literally go to the small market teams, and you try to pull them out, and then you use them for yourself to try to win a championship. That's
right.
literally the Yankee way.
But here's the thing, Pizzle, that you're not incorporating, and you're going to go back on your little
you
30 games.
You shit on the small market teams as you pluck their players from them.
They don't have to accept the deals. That's what that comes down to. If they weren't so bad, maybe this stuff wouldn't happen. But going back to your point about the 30 games over 500, who made that trade for Joey Gallo, Pizzle? It was Brian Cashman.
Okay. Who got Aaron Judge?
Oh, here we go. Okay, who signed Aaron Hicks before they signed Aaron Judge to a 7-year deal?
Who got Anthony Rizzo?
Who got Aaron Boone to sign up for this job to be a puppet?
Aaron Boone is a Yankee legend. Didn't he hit a big home run? Like, was it 09?
No.
Was it
2003?
Oh shit! It was longer. It was longer than I would realize. Wow, 03.
Mm-hmm.
What game did that win?
2003 ALCS Game 7.
And that got you guys to go to the World. So literally Yankee legend.
So I guess because of that, he should be in Monument Park.
It's the equivalent of Derek Jeter crashing into the stands.
Yeah, but Derek Jeter made so many more valuable plays, and he was an overall better player. Aaron Boone was a bench guy in that series. Not to mention that he's an asswipe of a manager.
I love it. I didn't mean to make this about a Yankee thing, but like I just love talking Yankees baseball. You guys are nuts. You're crazy.
You're
legitimately insane.
But we want to win. At least like 75% of us.
What's the other 25% want to do?
Go on Twitter, make hype trains and videos, and take and basically pay for tickets and buy into the organization's bullshit.
So like the organization is the man, and we're going to talk down to the man if they do something we don't like.
What, in terms of us criticizing the organization?
I don't think you should be criticizing them right now. What do you think's more important? You think Aaron Judge getting over 62 home runs or Albert Pujols getting 700 home runs? It's going to be a fun week in baseball this week.
It is going to be a fun weekend. And both are probably going to get to their milestones. But what's more important? I would say I'm going to say Albert Pujols, my opinion, because that's a career milestone. He's at the end of his career. Where Judge, he's already had a hell of a fucking season. But I'm sorry, I know you're a Ohtani homeboy. But you think he's the MVP?
You always say this.
I see it all over Twitter.
I said Ohtani was the MVP last year. I'm not saying he is this year. I don't know why Yankee fans get so offended by that. You guys are so offended that Shohei might get an MVP.
He shouldn't, though.
But like, here's the thing: if Soto, what was the contract that he declined from the Nationals? Like 400,
450 million.
Yeah, it's 450. So if he gets 400 and if he gets 450 million, or he feels like, what the hell does Shohei get? Shohei has to get $1 billion.
It was the 500, I guess, in 15 years.
It's got to be more than 500 million.
What's your point?
My point is he's probably the greatest player in baseball right now. So even if he doesn't win MVP, he's a better player than Aaron Judge.
I don't know about that. He
Aaron
doesn't
Judge
make.
He don't pitch.
Oh yeah, you know what?
He don't
Pizzle?
pitch. He don't
when
hit
I was
by.
Pizzle.
Come on.
When I was in Little League, I used to pitch and play the outfield. Okay. He doesn't make that. He literally, with or without him, the Angels are shit. Without Aaron Judge, the Yankees are fighting for a wild card spot.
You know what? You and the rest of the Yankee fans are going to do. You guys are going to be dying to get Ohtani as soon as he becomes available.
Listen, we wanted him when he was coming over from Japan, but he didn't want a big market. He goes to LA like an idiot.
Again, I think players would rather play in LA than New York.
Well, if you're playing for the Angels, then you're an idiot.
I didn't say that was a good move on his part. I'm just telling you what I think that they would rather do.
Well, they could explore more options, but they have to realize at some point that their career might be just the single hold of a franchise. Like Mike Trout, he's the only thing that stands out other than Shohei Ohtani for the Angels. The rest of the team sucks.
Okay. I know. I think Mike Trout is full of crap. Like I don't know why everybody loves him so much.
You think he's overrated?
I think Mike Trout's very overrated.
Well, I mean, he's had a lot of injuries, but he's a very good baseball player.
Yeah, but he's like no Ken Griffey. Same position.
To that level, no. He's not a Griffey.
But everyone acts like he's some generational talent. He's no Ken Griffey. Stop.
Listen, for this day and age, he's still a pretty good baseball player. If he's on the field.
All right, I've had enough of Yankee chat. I'm gonna head on to my last and final guest. Stop hating on Shohei Ohtani. Stop it. Don't
know
be
what?
that.
You know
Don't
what?
be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Tell. Okay, then
Why
go
can't
tell.
you just appreciate greatness? Because that's what he is.
Good for him. Tell Justin Verlander's stupid ass brother to stop dick riding him.
What? You guys are mad about 30 games, but then you get a guy like Ohtani, and you just like whatever. Okay.
Well,
All right.
if he wins MVP, you'll be hearing from me.
He's not going to win MVP. Aaron Judge.
You don't know what the writers are like though. Jeff Passan, he dick rides him all the time.
Well, because he's special.
Spare me that. He's a different baseball player. I'll say that.
It was good to chat with you.
Yep.
Go Giants, right? 3-0.
3-0. Let's beat Dallas.
Always good to talk to Big Blue in the Bronx. Had to do a little Yankee talk with him. All right, that's going to be my final guest for the night. We're going to finish it up with Mike here. What's up, Mike?
How we doing today, Pizzle?
We're 2-0, my man.
Finally, right? I can't say.
Finally. It's been a long time.
Yeah. And speaking about that conversation you just had, I just cashed out my Judge MVP ticket. Shit was so free. It already paid out. Judge to win MVP.
You don't think he's gonna win it?
No. I said it's free. It already paid out.
He's gonna win the MVP.
Yeah, no. So every Yankee game.
But I just think it's funny how like Yankee fans, like Alex, for example.
I'm a Yankee fan.
Well, no, I'm just saying like him, like he's so nervous that Ohtani's gonna get it that he's like every chance he gets to shit on Ohtani, he does.
Oh, no chance. Ohtani's a great player, but he'll win many MVPs, but not this.
Yeah, I think he'll win at least a couple more.
Yeah.
Assuming he stays healthy.
Yeah, and Joey Gallo, by the way, every time I went to a Yankee game, I would live bet him every time he would bat to strike out, and it was the freest money I can ever. Literally, I was at the game. He struck out 4 times. I bet him to strike out every single time.
But that's what he did. That's what he did before he got to the Yankees.
It's so true.
I mean, that's what he always did. Like it was, but that's always what's funny about it is like you guys get him, and then like Yankee fans like, oh, we got Joey Gallo, and I'm like, well, that dude strikes out a lot. It's all but the short porch and right. You know, it's like okay, have fun.
He was terrible,
You know?
but now he's good in first. That makes sense.
I think he likes being out there.
Yeah, he does. He hated us. Anyway, though, what are your thoughts on Kenny Golladay?
Well, I just learned while I was streaming that he stormed out today, apparently, and
I heard that was false, though.
I got to get down to. I got to figure out what the hell's going on.
You see what Julian Love said?
No, I didn't. I've been live for the last 3 hours.
So Love retweeted it, and he said, "I was out of the arena 15 minutes too."
I don't know what's going on.
So Julian Love was defending him, saying like 10 of the players were out there by 15 minutes after the game.
Is there a reason why they all? Is there a reason why they all left early?
I don't know. They're all going after Golladay though for leaving early. Doesn't make sense. I
don't know. I have no idea what's going on. Like I said, I've been streaming for the last 3 hours. I haven't. I mean, it seems like all this is happening, and
yeah, if you just check Julian Love, he basically defended him, so that's good at least.
Let me. I'm gonna look. Was it on Twitter?
Yeah, Julian Love, whoever that reporter was that said that shit, Julian Love retweeted it.
Okay, let me look real fast. Let's see here. So this Ryan geek said Kenny Golladay was not in the locker room and his locker was empty after 15 minutes cooling off period for the post-game media. So this geek was insinuating that Golladay, ran off, and yeah. Julian said my locker was cleared out and I was also gone by that time. So were several others, as if to say it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. So I
See,
think
this is why I literally hate the New York media.
it's the worst.
It's like you guys are not you. I'm sorry. They're always stirring up bullshit. Like
Yeah.
we're 2-0, we can't be happy, and there's some asshole that wants to stir up trouble.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Ah,
You were at the Nashville game, right?
yes.
Yeah, I was about to go. It was like it's 2 hours from my campus, but I just didn't drive there. I should have went.
Where do you go to school at?
I go to Alabama.
You go to Alabama?
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Fuck yeah.
3-0, baby. I tell everybody, man, there is nothing more fun than being in the state of Alabama and just randomly yelling "Roll Tide" at people.
Oh, it's
I don't know why. It's so much fun. I love it. But anyways, what I was going to say was the game that I went to, I sat really close to the bench, and Golladay seemed to be like in good spirits. He seemed to have a friendly relationship with Daniel Jones. It seemed to be good. And today he didn't play a whole lot. And so because he didn't play, I assumed that what people were telling me on here was true. And so I don't know. Maybe they were all just eager to leave, beat the traffic or so. I don't know. Like something happened. I don't know if someone's stirring up some shit. I don't know.
Maybe they want to play Call of Duty like Kyler Murray,
I don't know. I mean, I don't I don't know, man. Like I definitely think that where there's smoke, there's fire with Golladay and Tony. I think there's some shit going on like behind the scenes that we don't know for sure.
Yeah, they both
but
yeah. So they're
both
not
probably
gonna
what?
They're both
Well, yeah,
probably-
I mean every receiver, there's receivers are basically known to be divas, right? So, I mean, that's always been a thing. So it wouldn't surprise me if they're not getting what they feel is, worth their, whatever. Like they feel like they could be doing better. So it wouldn't surprise me if they're both upset. But at the same time, like they both got to step up too.
Yeah. One thing I'm really excited about is this defense. Defense has looked really well. I don't know why, but
The defense is playing well. I can't wait to see what they do on Monday night.
and then we're missing 3 pieces too. And we're still
Here's what
missing-
hopefully they come back to Monday night. Here's one thing I'm worried about with all this like potentially going on tonight. If they come out flat against the Cowboys, then I'm going to get real nervous because then but it just seems like even when the Giants are good and we got a winning record here or an undefeated, it's like we still can't have nice things. So
never.
No.
I'm scared of Parsons though. That's me.
I mentioned that earlier that I was that Evan Neal versus Micah Parsons matchup will be interesting. Which, by the way, Evan Neal, Roll Tide, Alabama.
Yep. McKinney too.
McKinney's special, man. McKinney's really good.
He's so good. I was so hyped when we drafted him.
Oh yeah, I love when we get SEC players in general.
Yeah, if we do somehow fall apart this year, I want one man and one man only.
Oh, let me guess.
You know it.
Let me guess. Bryce Young. No, it ain't gonna happen.
I know he's special though.
I'm not saying he's not good. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
He's gonna be a Texan probably or someone like one of those shitty teams.
So you think he would be the first quarterback?
He's gonna be yes.
Think so?
Over Stroud probably.
Which is it's possible. It's possible.
Stroud. It depends what they want. I don't know.
I mean, I'm trying to think based on what I've seen, I don't really know for sure who's going to be the number one team. It's weird. Like I haven't seen a team play yet this year that's like, wow, that's really like honestly, it could be like the Commanders. Like I don't know how good they are.
I'd be scared.
I'm trying to figure I don't know who it's weird. Like
who needs a quarterback?
Maybe Seattle?
Yeah. I could see
maybe
that.
Seattle could be like I'm trying to figure out what team would be the first team to draft a quarterback in next year's draft, and
I could see them. Lions.
I don't think the Lions are going to be a top 5 pick. That's the thing.
Oh yeah. At this rate, the Colts.
Actually, the Colts, yeah, like the Colts are looking really shitty right now.
Bryce Young.
But yeah, could be the Seahawks.
If the Colts got Bryce Young though, oh my god,
it'd be cool.
They would be.
What are you studying at Alabama?
I'm a finance major.
Crunching those damn numbers, huh?
It's my second semester here. My first day here, actually, we lost the national championship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wasn't a good day to be roll tide, no.
My first day here.
Is that a fun campus to go to school?
Oh, it's the best.
What about the girls?
Smoke bombs left and right.
They're everywhere, aren't they?
Everywhere.
And see, you know what's crazy about that is everyone thinks that like, oh, Alabama, like a bunch of hillbilly rednecks, like just a bunch of, but man, the girls there,
fire.
Oh, fire. Literally fire. You can't get it. You couldn't find prettier girls.
No,
you couldn't find, I mean, it's like ridiculous. There's no way that Pizzle could have went to a school like Alabama. There's no way. I would have literally never graduated.
You'd be 120 minute man.
I don't know. I don't know. But I know there's a lot of pretty girls that go to Alabama. I've said this too, man. Mississippi, another state you think's a bunch of dumb fucks there, but it's like them Mississippi girls, they don't play. Ridiculous. Crazy.
Another person though, that Will Anderson guy. Whoever gets him. Will Anderson.
Oh yeah, Will for the linebacker.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, he's really actually he could be like legitimately number one pick.
I think he can go one.
Yeah, I think he like actually is a legitimate. He's a legitimate for sure top 5 pick.
Yeah, unless a
but
QB.
That's who I wish. Like I wish the Giants could get a guy like him in the future.
Yeah, added him and Thibodeau.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I'm hyped for Thibodeau next week. Hopefully he plays.
Yeah, I hope he plays too.
I don't want to rush him though. You think? Because if you rush him, then he fucks it up more, and then he's.
Is there? I just out of curiosity. I know that like at your school, everyone cares about the Tide, but do you see a lot of pro sports teams support like football teams like on that campus? Like who does everyone like?
It depends where you're from, to be honest.
So people wherever they just come from, that's just what they support.
Or when I'm walking around, I'm gonna have this on. Of course, I see on last Monday I saw all kinds of jerseys.
But have you ever seen like another Giants fan on the campus?
I saw one the other week.
Oh, did you?
I was shocked.
Wow. Okay.
We're a big fan base, so you never know. People from all over, like my roommates are Cowboys fans, Patriots fans, Vikings fans.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see a lot of Cowboy fans being there.
Yeah, my roommate, Cowboy fan. Ready for this one? Celtics fan. Yankee fan.
See, like I got when they're a Yankee fan, Cowboy fan, and Lakers fan, like I'm just like, okay, dude, you can stop. You know, or like a Cowboy fan, a Bulls fan, and
he's a
Yankee, yeah.
The Leafs.
Who?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, he likes the Toronto Maple Leafs too. Man, that's what a list. What a list.
The best list you can have, I guess, right?
Well, Mike, I appreciate you joining me, man.
You have a great night. Big
Keep
win.
killing it at school, man. Knock it out.
Yeah, let's hopefully we start 3-0, baby.
Man, I hope so, man. Join me next weekend if we do.
I bet them to start the year 4-0 at the start of the year.
Because you would make a bet like that.
To win the first, you could bet when they lose their first game. So I bet.
So you said they were going to lose their first game in week 5 then? What was the odds on that?
It was like plus 2,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you win it, but I also hope you don't win it because I hope we go like undefeated.
For real.
Thanks for joining me, Mike.
Take care. Have a great night.
See you, brother. Man, so I've got to talk to a Giants fan in Kentucky and Alabama tonight. I'm hitting the trifecta. Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I went way long. I went literally 3 hours tonight. I was not expecting this to be 3 hours. I love the support. Love you guys hanging out with me and celebrating this victory.
Still got the house to myself tonight. And but awesome win for the Giants today. Appreciate everybody that came on, chatted with me. Feels good for them to be 2-0. I got to figure out what all this drama is about. Obviously everyone was sending me stuff, but I got to figure out what's going on. And I'm going to I always say this too. I think I make my best content during Cowboys weeks. So I'm going to make a lot of content. I got a shit ton to say to Mark Holmes this week. Can't wait to do that. And then we're for sure going to be doing we're for sure at minimum going to be doing the live game live stream next Monday night. If I don't talk myself into actually going to MetLife, I really want to go to the game. I got FOMO bad, and I don't want to miss out. But for sure, minimum, I'll at least stream the game next weekend, which is always fun to stream the Giants and Cowboys games. Always have a good time doing those. But just happy the Giants are 2-0, and appreciate the support. And we will catch you guys later all week long. Every day, expect content. Every damn day, expect it. So you guys have a good rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow.